Okay, let's see if I can get this to work. And we're back. I'm hoping that this is working now. How's quality, chat? Floor, I trust you. You're my good friend. Floor, how's everything looking right now? I can't tell from where I am. Is it really blurry? Is it not blurry? Like, how are we doing? How's it looking? Uh-oh. That's not what I wanted. Nothing looks wrong. I don't know why you stopped stream last time. Last time I was like super choppy, which is why it stopped. But I think it's fixed now. Okay, cool. So let me know if anything goes out of whack or goes kind of crazy, and I will fix it as soon as I possibly can. Hi, everybody, or for those of you who are here, I'm back. You might notice a change in scenery. We're no longer in my bedroom because I have a new apartment. I've officially graduated from college. I've moved. I'm like out in the workforce. I have a life now. Oh my gosh. That's actually why content's been really, really slow. But I've been playing through this game with a few of my friends, and I was talking about the storyline with a really good friend of mine, Puffle, and Puffle was like, dude, I'm so interested in what this is, and I'm so interested in how this works, but I have no time. So I was like, you know what, I'll stream it, and I'll play it, and we'll see if, like, yeah, we'll see if all of this works out. So, I'm really, really excited. I love this game. This game has such a great storyline. It has such great gameplay. Uh-oh. Ah! I totally just dropped something bad. But yeah, so love the stream, or love this game, love playing this game. I think the storyline is really great. There's some really fun stuff going on. I should probably change the movie's in title. A Realm Reborn. But yeah, so I'm really excited. I haven't gotten a chance to play this on stream before, and I haven't actually tried. I'm using like different software, and I'm playing on my PS5 and trying to stream it to here, so things might be a little like crazy for the first couple of streams, but we're working on it. I'm also playing through it with my good friend Robin. So he and I are going to be playing through. It's going to be really funny because he and I play completely different roles on our mains. I'm usually a healer, he's usually a tank or a DPS. So I'm going to be playing tank, my tankxiety, and Robin's going to be playing healer, which is going to be really funny because he doesn't like casting. Hi Wymie, nice to meet you. I definitely haven't met you before, but pleasure to have you around. But yeah, so it's gonna be really funny because he hates healing. He hates anything having to do with casters. He even hates Black Mage, which is really funny. I love Black Mage. He dislikes it. Hi, Puffle! I've been waiting for you to get here so we could start. But yeah, so he's not a fan of casting, and I'm making him cast anyway. It's gonna be really funny. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. Lots of really fun things going on. Had to tell her she missed your ping. Oh no! Yeah, Robin is definitely gonna go into cardiac arrest healing. Like he's gonna go into cardiac arrest. It's gonna be great. Anyways, alright, let me go unmute my Discord audio and we can get started with character creation. I gotta find the dude. Haru. I muted you.
I know, I noticed. Dude, I was losing my shit. It's the funniest thing. Oh, man. So, I didn't know you were watching the opening. I was not. I'm just staring at the data centers right now.
You are? Okay, we actually do need to
we
decide like where we're going, don't we? Alright, let's see here.
Are we staying
center.
primal?
I would stay
Are we staying?
I would stay primal personally. Like we could
Stay primal.
So benefits / drawbacks. Aether is primarily raiding. Crystal is popular, but like not crazy. Dynamis has the road to 80 buff, but like we'll gonna
never
have to
see anyone.
But you never see anyone. Like there's no Primal. We're used to Primal. I would say stick with Primal personally.
Are we gonna stay in Lamia?
We can't.
Or is that?
It's
oh right,
it's
we
officially
can't.
yeah, it's officially a congested world. So we can't do Lamia. This is my regular character.
Let's go to Ultros. Yeah, so this is
Ultros?
my regular character right here.
Okay, we can go
Or
to Ultros.
Leviathan. Leviathan was a fun boss.
Leviathan was a fun boss. Oh, well, okay, pick. Are we doing Leviathan or are we doing Ultros?
Flip a coin.
Oh, I don't
Heads
have a
for what?
coin. Roll a d20.
No, I don't have a d20.
Oh, I have my
All right,
Grawhide dice
heads
around here
for
somewhere.
Leviathan, tails for Ultros. Yo, Siri, flip a coin.
Oh my god.
It's heads.
It's heads.
It's
Leviathan
heads.
it is.
Leviathan it is. All right, we go
All right,
Leviathan.
new character.
New character.
And we're loading one. Yes, I had one preloaded because it's gonna take me more than an hour.
I'm not loading
get
one.
to where
I'm
I
a
am.
lot faster than you are at this. All right. So
Now you
chat,
see.
I have my reasons for this, but we're actually gonna go here. We're gonna be boring. We're gonna go here.
Thailander?
Did you say Thailander?
No.
I'm not playing Highlander. I'm playing Midlander. Okay. Yes, we're gonna go with standard on all of that.
So look at this.
I don't like super customize my characters. I'm not like Robin.
Look at how much of a femboy I am. Look at that. It's great. I'm like all set
Confirm.
to be a rabbit.
We'll go with that. That works.
My main is a straight up bunny girl. And I am now a bunny boy.
Bunny boy.
Now,
Oh, you're playing the male
straight up.
Viera?
I'm not gonna put the cat ears on, bro. I'm not. I
So,
will not.
okay.
I
So what
refuse.
Robin and I are talking about is there's all sorts
Wait,
of
that's fire,
different
though.
types
Look
of
at this.
species you can be. You can be a here, which is like basically like being a human. That's what
Should
I'm kind
I?
of doing right now. There's bunny boy, or well, there's bunny. You can be an anthropomorphic bunny, basically. There's cat, Rogadin, which is what is a Rogadin? Is it? I don't even know what a Rogadin
They're
is.
just buff as hell.
There's Lala. Hang on, I'll go back. I'll show you. Cancel. Race and gender. All right, so there's here. Here are basically like humans. There's Elizin, which are like your elves. Lalafels, which are also known as potatoes. There are our little guys. Mihotes, cat people. Rogadin. I still don't know what Rogadin are. They're like huge though. There's Aura. My main is an Aura. I like Auras. They're basically like lizard people. There's Hrothgar. There can only be male right now.
Probably the way I wanna go.
Giant cat people. And
Right.
Viera are the bunnies. So you have female Viera and you have male Viera. Robin's gonna be playing a male Viera. I was trying to decide if I wanted to be a Mihote or a Hyur. I think I'm gonna go with a Hyur. Robin should put the cat ears on. I agree. Robin should put the cat ears on. But I think I'm gonna play a Hyur.
Who the fuck just said that? Huh?
Puffle.
Was it Floor?
No,
Oh,
it
okay.
was Puffle. Puffle. It wasn't Floor.
Still another fucking Brit,
alright,
eh?
so going back to this while I make my Hyur. Highlander.
Okay, so this is what we currently have. I could go back and see, but let's give it a shot. You know what? So I have this saved already.
I've always really liked that hairstyle. Hang
We're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go check out
on.
the Makote. This is what would happen
The
if I put the
Mihote?
bunny ears on.
Are you gonna
Mihote.
play Mihote?
Don Quixote.
I think you should play Mihote. I think that'd be
Why?
fun.
Like, why
'Cause
does
it'd be
everyone want me to be a
fun.
fucking cat boy?
It'd be funny. Ugh, there's one hairstyle that the
longer the tail,
Viera
bro.
get, and I'm so jealous because it would look great on a Hyur. But,
Which
like,
one is it?
It's
Is it
the side hair.
Ah, yes, I know that one.
It's
I was
the side
contemplating that
hair.
one,
I
actually.
love the side hair. Okay, we're gonna go with that.
Bro, I could be...
And hair color. So what's
I
really
just
cool about
don't
this
know,
game
bro.
is you can do so many great things with the hair. So I'm gonna make my hair pink because it's
No, we're just gonna stick with what we
Furno.
got. We're just gonna stay with what we got.
You're sticking
Makes the
with
most
it.
sense. Yes.
We'll do that.
We're gonna give him the highest pitch
Okay.
voice we get.
Okay, confirm, eye color. We'll stick with this. It's actually really funny. Have you seen
might
Yoshi
sound like an
P's
asshole,
thing? So Yoshi P, you're gonna hear us talk about him a lot. Yoshi P is the creator of the game. or at least the game in its current iteration. We'll talk a little bit about that too. But Yoshi P actually plays the game,
like a pretentious
and whenever
prick
he
with this one.
does,
I like
he
this.
talks about his character and what his character does, and he actually like full-on Mary Sued his character into having eyes that change color when he casts spells. And he plays a Lalafell. It's really funny. Random fun fact about this game. I'll do blue. Eyebrows. We'll stick with like these eyebrows. Mouth. Lip color. I always go with
I'm
none.
gonna pick my god as the same one as the other one. It's the Ralgar, the Breaker of Worlds.
Oh,
Yes.
you're doing the god.
I'm saying that, yeah.
Yep.
And now I have to
decided. I don't
do
want to do that.
everything
I also don't want to do
that
that.
I stand against, and I'm gonna become a healer.
I know. That's the really funny part. I like. I've always been a fan of Voice 4.
Now, where is that? Is that
Confirm.
is Conjurer?
Yeah.
Is that Conjurer?
Is what Conjurer?
White Mage.
White Mage is Conjurer. Yes.
Fuck. Okay, we're going back to Gridania, boys.
I wanted to be a warrior, but then I realized that I would be going to Limsa, and I really don't want to go to Limsa because as much as I like Y'shtola, I really want Thancred.
So we're going to Leviathan, right?
Yeah, I mean, isn't it already set up as Leviathan? Or
Yeah,
should I
but I just gotta confirm.
Should I be a gladiator
almost sent
or
me
a
to Hyperion.
pugilist? Should I be a gladiator or a pugilist?
No, you're a tank, aren't you?
I'm a tank. I gotta play gladiator. Sword and
Or you can play
shield.
warrior.
It put me on Hyperion. Select another. No.
Yeah, no, go to Leviathan. Just
Leviathan.
change it and go to Leviathan.
I want to
yeah.
be a warrior, and I'm probably gonna end up changing to warrior. But I can't be a warrior if I'm not.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
If I.
Oh shit, the name.
Oh, name.
The name.
I didn't think of a name. All right, chat. All right. Help me out. What should I name
The world
myself?
does not have enough buff Rhodeguard women. Yeah, that's all you, Amber. Hold on.
I need to decide what I'm gonna do. I haven't decided on a name, man. How did I go into this and not choose a name? I have name
I don't know.
paralysis. I can't be Tallyfern again. I've already been Tallyfern. Names are my weaknesses. I appreciate that. I can appreciate that.
No, I agree. Names are probably my hardest thing.
Well, what's really crappy about this is that you have to have a first and a last name. And it's even part of the
Yes,
storyline that
yes.
you have to have a first and a last name.
You know, the one who picked Hestia. I can understand.
Oh, Hestia's a good one. We can go Greek with it. Sure. Let's go with Hestia. No, wait, back.
I'm just gonna pop out your chat and put it next to my other screen.
That was not what I wanted. The downsides to playing on PS4 or PS5.
Yeah, you got one of those now.
Actually, you know, I'm gonna get rid of Hestia and just keep it Hesty. That might be cool. Nice and confirm. Begin a new game with this character. Are we starting? We're starting. I'm starting.
Damn, I'm still trying to name my guy.
This sounds like a you problem. We'll be in different starting areas anyway. So something interesting about this game. I got hit with the Q. So an interesting thing about this game while we're waiting for the queue to start is that when you're playing, there's 3 different starting zones that you can start with, and it depends on what class you're playing. So you've heard Robin and I kind of talk about it. So Robin is playing Conjurer, which is part of Gridania. So Gridania is like this giant forest world kind of thing, and that's his starting zone. I'm playing Gladiator, which also then turns into another class at level 30. And that puts me in Ul'dah, which is like desert zone. And then the last one is called, and then the last area is called Limsa Lominsa, We're gonna visit it anyway at some point, but I'm gonna stop talking because now we have the cutscene. But it's always a slow start with this. Do I have a Discord? I do have a Discord. I will drop my Discord link in chat once I'm done with this. Or actually, I can do it now.
Oh, imagine playing Paladin in Diablo 3. Imagine playing Diablo. It's been so long since I've like heard of that franchise. But I did hear they made a new one.
Ooh. Ooh. Dude, I'm in the middle of like the first cutscene.
Yeah, I'm falling down from the void.
I am also in the void.
Here. That's great. That's so funny.
Ooh. I get the paladin looking gear.
So this is a disclaimer to everyone. As much as I've played this game, I actually never
skipped through all of the first part.
all of the first expansion.
Yeah.
Because I just wasn't about it. My character was just like, I'm here to kill shit. I don't care what I'm killing it for or why. I just want to kill everything.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then I realized, wait, this game's really good. I did the biggest sin every player could like commit.
Yep. All right, I'm
skipping
sorry.
through the
I
cutscene.
got the hey you, so I'm gonna do some reading. So here's the thing: there's a lot of unvoiced cutscenes in this, so there's gonna be a lot of Robin and I trading back and forth, reading cutscenes as we go, which could end very badly. I remember I was practicing in Limsa the other day, and I was trying to give
What the
everybody like
fuck am I
Scottish
wearing?
accents. He was a murder hobo, yes. You're wearing white mage gear. That's what you're wearing. Anyways.
I've never watched this cutscene. I don't know what's going on.
Oh my god. Hey you. And we wake up. This is like giving me Skyrim vibes.
Yeah, I said that the first time too.
Y'all right, lass? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Well, yeah. Goddess
Wouldn't blame you
decided
if
to
you skipped
yank us
the
into another
affiliate
world.
parts. 1 minute. Let's do my cutscene set. I'll
Yeah.
mute
I'm gonna
nothing.
mute, actually, yeah. Let me go into my cutscene choices. And let me... Alright, cool. Feeling the effects of the Aether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though. Don't worry. Such good Final Fantasy vibes. Ooh, okay. So for those of you who are uninitiated, those yellow birds are called chocobos, and chocobos are the coolest things ever. You there! Halt! My voice acting is gonna be terrible. You'll get used to it. What's all this about? Inspection! Men! Search the carriage! How very Ulda. Oh, hey! I totally forgot that they're in this cutscene. Anyways, I'm just an honest peddler, friend, so, don't be too disappointed if you don't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Well, that got violent quickly. So I haven't played the Ulda storyline. I've played the Gridania one, and I've played most of Limsa, but I haven't played Ulda, so this is a first for me. Sir, look! Somnus. Somnus is basically like drugs in this version, like in this world. It's like their version of like bad things. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? Yeah, they call them herbs. It's funny. You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon until the end of your days. Unless you can afford the fine. Yeah, that's a very Ulda thing. Ulda is known for its merchants and its trading. So there's lots of, like, if you can pay me, I'll look past it. There's actually a couple of side quests where if you're not like, there's a couple of side quests where you're actually trying to shake people down for money. Amalia, Amalia, to arms, to arms. Ooh, yay, beast tribes. Okay, this is fun. This is a fun part. 7 hells. Consider this a warning. Now go, all of you. Yeah, this is bad. I mean, so we don't get to fight, which is kind of unfortunate. You'd think that you'd like immediately start out fighting, but you don't immediately start out fighting. These are called Amalia. They are a beast tribe in A Realm Reborn. They're like the antagonistic faction around this area. Grizzled passenger. Phew! That kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them, brass blades, lass. Bastards will have the shit off your shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? That's like the only time anyone's ever gonna be like, yay, beastmen, in this entire game. Hey, seeing as we've still got a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company until we arrive? These young'uns don't care much for conversation, see? So I'm gonna work really, really hard not to say any spoilers, but these two people, these two, they're Elezen. They're young Elezen. They're actually like 13, 14 years old. We'll see them again. They show up, they'll show up like later. Not too much later, but they'll show up later. Them young'uns don't care much for conversation, see? I like them already. I have mixed feelings about them throughout A Realm Reborn. Brent's the name and Pedlin's my trade. Then there's me. Hi. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. Nods. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory, now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that adventure is a risky business, these days especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? Alright, we get our first choice of the game. Why did you become an adventurer? To gain power, to gain glory, to amass a fortune, ... There's actually a lot of cutscenes throughout the game where you get the chance to like be your inner Red, basically, from Pokemon, and like just not say anything at all. I've actually never taken that option before. I've been tempted. I've been tempted a couple of times where I've been like, do I want to? But why am I out here? I don't know. Puffle, what do you think? I gotta ask. Power, glory, fortune. Every series has drugs, may it be Spice, Dark Energon, or Death Sticks. Yeah, Lefay, you're not wrong. What do y'all think? Seriously, chat. Power, glory, fortune, I can't decide. I don't know. This character, like, it's partially mine, but I'm also playing this game for a friend, so it's a little bit different. Power, glory, fortune. Fortune favors the brave. Maybe fortune. Making money. Making money's not a bad idea. Glory, power. Torn between money or silence for the crack. Money or silence? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a tiger by its toe. If he others, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright, looks like it's gonna be fortune. For the glory, do it for the glory. Oh, such good questions, such good answers though. I'll go with Puffle to amass a fortune. Fortune, eh? Heh heh. Then I reckon you'll fit right in where we're going, and here's our introduction. Once you've learned to handle yourself in a fight, you'll want to pay a visit to whichever crafting or gathering guild tickles your fancy. And there'll be plenty to choose from too, whether it be weaving, alchemy, goldsmithing, or mining that interests you. Ul'dah's got a place where you can learn your trade. Adventuring ain't just about killing things, after all. A peaceful pastime may well help you make your fortune. So, I play this game with Robin and Zaffaru. And Zaffaru, we like to call a crafter main, because Zaff will take literal weeks off from the main story and just go off and craft for days. And it's always really, really funny whenever she does, because we're always just like, dude, like, are you gonna come back anytime soon? Nope. Nope, I'm crafting. Okay, cool. Just remember though, there are more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ul'dah? Yes, this is my first trip to Ul'dah. It's not actually, but like, for the purposes of this. It is! Well then, let's get this journeyed itinerant tell you the ins and outs of your destination. Chocobo! Ul'dah is ruled by the Sultana in name, but as most folk know, the Syndicate holds all the real power. Them and their monetarist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether. But that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the Royalists, and the Royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, thrown the weight of their wealth against each other, and they show no sign of stopping. Of course, the Lizardmen, that's the Amalia, couldn't care less about the Ul'dah politics. They have their own interests, see, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. They say war is a gift to peddlers. Need breed and profit, and though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. Ah, at long last. Behold, Ul'dah, jewel of Thanalin, where folk turn sand to gold.
Deep in the sun-baked south, surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises, a solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ul'dah. Even with the coming of the seventh umbral era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares, then it's on to the high road for me. Here, I want you to have this, by way of thanks for putting up with me prattle. Never did tell me your name, though, but hey, here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met and I'll consider us square.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
So, you're gonna hear a lot in this game about a realm reborn, or things being reborn, or a giant calamity. So, story behind this game in and of itself. This game is actually the second iteration of the same game. So, they released Final Fantasy XIV back in 2000... Oh gosh, I don't even know how long ago it was. They released the original version of the game. And then everybody hated it. Like, it was really, really bad. I actually played the original version all those years ago and was so disappointed that I never picked it back up again. I actually didn't pick the game back up until this summer. But the original game was so bad that they were like, okay, you know what, we're gonna rebuild it all from the ground up. So they kept the game live. Meanwhile, in the background, they didn't tell anyone, but they were basically remaking the game and hiding it from everybody. So then they ended up destroying, it's like, this giant calamity happened where the moon basically fell from the sky to the earth, and this monster that was inside of the moon came out and was like going to destroy everything. And then this character that you're going to hear a lot about, his name's Louiswa. He cast a spell that sent that like sealed the thing away and sent everyone back in time, kind of ish, or like sent the forward in time to after what's called the Calamity. And then the game was relaunched as Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn. So you're gonna hear us talk a lot about ARR or A Realm Reborn. That's this current iteration of the game. It's the 2.0 version of the game. And that's where everything picks back up. So it's actually impossible to play the original version of the game as it was, and now you can only play it as this. But honestly, that's totally fine. So it's really, really interesting what they decided to do with it, and I really like how they brought it all in. I wish I remembered everything to that old account, because there's some really cool dialogue and quests and scenes that you can only get if you played the original game, but I don't remember it. I was like 12 at the time, 12, 13, maybe even younger than that. My hot bars. Anyways, hi. Oh, what trades should they pick? Lafayette, well, we won't be hitting trades until at least level 15, I think, is the requirement. There's a level requirement before you can pick up anything other than your main original class. Hi, Cyan Ghost. Good to see you here, if you're still here. I never know how many people are actually in chat at any given point in time. I just kind of see how the chat moves and go from there. Anyways, back to the game. Oi, Venturer, over here. I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance? Eh? How can I tell? Heh. Name's Wimond, and my business is knowing every bugger else's. Everybody, like, I feel like I should be putting on a southern accent, but I'm terrible at southern accents. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge, even. Just this once, like. It's not too terrible. I can try and give everybody southern accents. I feel like that would be fun. My hot bars. Welcome to Ul'dah, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. Please select the control scheme you wish to use. Controller. Oh, I'm gonna have to reset, like, everything, aren't I? Oh, no. System configuration. Nope, that wasn't what I wanted. It's under character configuration. I've actually done this enough that it shouldn't take me too long. But while I'm doing this, yeah, so Ul'dah. Giant, cross hotbar. Do not use pet hotbar. Always display WXHB. We'll put up our input timer to 30. Custom display. And it should be simultaneous. Should be enable directional and action. And it should be cross hotbar 2. Left, cross hotbar 2, right. Alright. And I don't do separate PvP controls. I don't think we're gonna be doing PvP. Aha! Okay, fantastic. So, is there a way? Oh, there's it. So, let's see here. Wimond, he's our little friend. If we see this yellow thing, it means that there's a quest, quite obviously, but there are going to be quests that have, like, a different kind of yellow to them. Let me... Yo!
And that is to say nothing of the Calamity.
Oh, and he's talking. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry!
No, you're good. That's my apologies.
Nope.
I didn't know.
My apologies. I'm gonna mute
Even
him.
though!
This is so chaotic. It's great. Okay, anyways. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Ul'dah, you must register yourself with the Adventurers Guild. The Adventurers Guild plays a huge part in the early story, and then, like, it doesn't play a part later. That gets taken over by another group that we're gonna meet soon. Anyways, Wimond. 'Tis plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're sure to get mugged or worse, and I don't want that on my conscience. I'm really bad at this, it's fine. So, before you do anything else, you'll want to head over to the quicksand and speak with Momodi. She's the master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. The Adventurers Guild. Just take those steps over yonder and pass through those double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventure and adventurer. The adventure and adventurer. I love this game. Like, there's such fun, weird, like, puns and witticisms. A couple of really fun character things, too. You have begun a quest. Use the duty list to help you complete your task. Woo! Okay, cool. Close. Nanamuko. Hey, look! Lala fell in its natural habitat. Being short. The fan base actually calls them potatoes, basically. It was really funny. I was doing a dungeon a while back, and I was making potatoes in the oven. And I had to stop. I was like, hey, I'm so sorry, but I don't want to burn down my house, and I think my potatoes are done. And somebody goes, no, don't eat my don't eat my lalafell, or something along those lines. It was really funny. Anyways, welcome to the quicksand. We'll be back here a couple of times. More than a couple of times. Like I said, it's really interesting how the Adventurers Guild like shows up and is important, and then there's sometimes when it's not. Momodi, also Lalafell. Hey look, it's me! Why, hello there! Who might you be? If you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momodi, and I own this fine establishment, if it pleases you. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that looking after green pastures like adventurers like yourself is my vocation. I promise you I can read. And lucky for you it is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Amalia, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on, forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all there's worry. Worry and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the lesser moon cracked open like an egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an 8th hell. Alright, so there it is. That's our first reference to the 8th Umbral Calamity. Or the 7th Umbral Calamity? I think it's the 7th. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. 'Twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things began to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is, they don't. Nobody does. Ah, here we go. There is one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part was played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as those of the Calamity itself. So, the idea is that there were warriors who defeated Bahamut, or like helped destroy Bahamut, the big monster. For you and Robin, don't forget to do the smith. I know, I won't forget to do the smith. I never forget to do the smith. Robin forgets. I don't. Thank you. Anyways, so in the original game, like the warriors that they're referencing are from the original 1.0 game. Those are the people that they're referencing. They're referencing the 1.0. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering. I'm sure you'll agree. Oh, I already talked about this. Whenever we try to recall their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and the midday sun, permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? Well, it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, and so we call them the Warriors of Light. You're going to hear Warrior of Light a lot. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. That's why I welcome new arrivals like yourself to our fair city. All I ask is that you lend a helping hand and try to leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'll be happy to let you join in the guild. then. A promise is a promise. Now. Hi, China. Welcome to the stream. I'm counting on your help to put the past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand, too. Of course. Nothing in Ul'dah is ever like, yay, let's do this for the good of the people. It's always, let's get more money. Does that make me a warrior? It does make you a warrior, Puffle. You are automatically a warrior. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register. Neat as you can. I honestly, Puffle, you are absolutely a warrior of light. Hesty Truman, well, ain't that a charming name? Just rolls off the tongue, it does. Alright, Miss Truman, on behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness. I swear to you, I'll bring you your money. And Ul'dah rears its ugly head. In the East, it is said that even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Oh, I'm excited to talk on one of your streams. Aw, well, I'm excited to have you here. I love talking with people. I really do. I can get absolutely sidetracked just by talking to people. But I'm going to try really hard not to get sidetracked because Robin and I are trying to do this at the same time and make sure that we don't get off. Be grateful you were given a fourth chance to offend. You two, attend to this scum. Ugh. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't that a sorry sight? Nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. I love the, just lack of concern. It's just like, he made his bed. You can go lie in it. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Wow. Wow. Mamodi. Of course, I do enjoy hearing a lady muse on the many manhoods her acquaintance from time to time. Nice. Nice. Ruthless. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Hesty. Take a moment to catch your breath, and I'll teach you a little bit about our fair city. Yeah, Ul'dah is like a mixture of Rome and how do I explain Ul'dah? Like, Limsa is like pirate land, Gardania is like forest elves, but like tons of racism. Which Robin is probably gonna hit a lot more of than I am. And then Ul'dah is like, it's like a mixture of Agrabah and Rome. It's weird. Alright, so anytime we see like this big yellow fiery thing, that means that we've officially got a main quest on our hands. Mamodi, the proprietress of the Quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. First of all, I want you to visit the Aetheryte Plaza. To get there, head west from here until you reach the Emerald Avenue, then look to the north. You should see a giant floating crystal called an Aetheryte. If it weren't for Aetherites traveling around Eorzea, it would be a damn sight more trouble than it is. Of course, you'll need to attune with them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. You ever attuned to an Aetherite before, Hesty? If not, just lay your hand on the thing and you'll see what I mean. When you've done that, I want you to pay a visit to the Gladiators Guild over at the Colosseum. Assuming that the sword ain't just for show, you might consider training there. Aethernets. I love how anxious, I know that it's why me, anxious. I will use the Aethernet. I am not the one who doesn't use Aethernets, okay? I'm always hitting those. Thank you. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the steps of the Thal. Goods from all across Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day. You'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything for sale is for sale here in Ul'dah, so long as you've got the gil. Just make sure you don't pay more than you ought, Hesty. There's plenty as won't scruple or to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself. especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Ciceronga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. Mine is 12 Days of Le Musical? Whoa, that is a callback. Actually, I didn't even post that. I didn't even post 12 Days on my main channel. That's impressive that you know of it. Wow. I haven't seen anyone who knows of 12 Days of Le Musical. And technically, I actually didn't... Did I write... I wrote some of that, but like most of that was actually written by somebody else. And then I asked for permission to use their lyrics, if I remember correctly. Anyways, which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Ciceroga and give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short, then, visit the Aetheryte Plaza, the Gladiators Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, but before you go, a word of advice. While there are more than a few unsavory characters out there who'll try to take advantage of you, there are also some with honest-to-goodness problems who you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the city by the promise of wealth and power. What many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after Gil the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. I've watched everything. I find it really interesting that you know of 12 Days. Are you from Le Musical? Like, are you part of Le Music Crew? How did you find 12 Days? Because I've never posted it on my main channel, unless I'm remembering wrong. But I'm pretty sure I've never posted that here. My Son, My Song. Puffle single-handedly puts together all of the streams on My Son, My Song in total for, like, ever. So I find that really funny. Let it be known that you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads have always got some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it from me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you've finished, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to your small clothes without Gil to your name. Hey, main menu, navigation. There's a pillar in my way. Navigation. Alright, let's go. Oh, there are... Cool. Sanctuaries. Alright, so welcome to Ul'dah. Such a pretty city. Wow, there is nobody here. Like, is that... Because I saw a player earlier, so I know that there should be more players. Is it just, like, bad timing? Or is it just the fact that there's nobody on Leviathan? I don't even know. I'm gonna go unmute. Don't switch. Ayo! Hello? I'm back. Robin, can you hear me? Oh no, that's why. Ah, unmute. Ha. Hi.
Hello, hello.
I am used to Lamia. I'm surprised because we're on Primal. I guess I'm just used to Lamia having, well, not even only Lamia, like I've been on Famfrit before, and I have 2 characters on Famfrit, and Famfrit is much more active. So it's just interesting.
Yeah, Lamia is a lot chiller. If you look at the local time, no, hold on. Where's
there's
the game
people.
server time?
Okay, good. There's people. Should I pick up side quests or not? I don't know if I should.
I am not.
You're not? Okay, then I'm not going to.
You can if you want to, if you know one is very good.
There are a couple that I know of that are really, really good. But none of them are currently available to me. I do need to go pick up my Moogle stuff,
you
though.
are my delivery stuff, yes.
Yeah, don't forget to do that.
Yeah, I'm taking all my feathers and everything. My friendship stuff. Absolutely wonderful. Free teleports for all.
I've only just now ran out of them. Oh no. I totally derped. And
I can't even glamour yet.
You can't glamour. You can't glamour until like level 15 or something.
Absolute damn shame. I wanted to run around as Cloud Strife.
I forgot you have Okay, did I tell you I figured out why I don't have access to that?
You're not 3 months in.
No, I am 3 months in. Here's the thing. I'm technically not 3 months in because I bought the game a second time and it gave me a second free subscription.
Oh my.
So it didn't count my second month. Ahoy, Elle, good to see you. They were forced to use regular clothes. Alright. So let's go attune with this aetherite. How are you doing, Elle? It's been forever since you and I have talked. We're attuning.
Yeah, I'm doing the aetherites immediately. I heard Anxious's voice scream into my ears.
Oh, there is...
I thought I already did this one. What the fuck?
Hang on, I'm gonna mute really quick. Hail, adventurer! Might you have come at the behest of Miss Momodi of the Quicksand? Excellent, which brings us to the matter of the attunement fee. That'll be 100,000 gil, if you please, madam. Hey, jerk! Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. But the fact that you were so easily deceived suggests to me that you are unfamiliar with the use of aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as means to travel swiftly from one place to the other. Perchance you have heard of return and teleport. Well, these transportation spells make direct use of aetherites and their connection to the flow of aether. Given that there is an aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune herself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray that you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. Actually, the subject of certain places not having aetherites is going to come up fairly soon, and you're going to hear me complaining about it once we get there. But there's like one place in the game where you're constantly going to and from, like, around there and doing things. And it's really frustrating because there's no aetherite in the area, so you can't just teleport there. But the game, so many people complained about it, that the game actually gives you aetherite tickets now, which is really funny to me. Alright, so I need to find the Gladiators Guild. I've already done... Have I attuned to that yet? I don't know if I've attuned to that yet. Whee! Anyways, okay, so back to chat. It's been ages, you're right, how are things? Things are going to get great, I guess. How are you? I'm actually really good. I have a job, I have a life, I have an apartment. I'm living by myself now, so I'm doing pretty well, actually. I think the one thing that I'm currently having an issue with is actually DistroKid, but I'm thinking about changing where I put my music and how I distribute my music. I'm thinking about switching to something else soon. I never played this game. Well, that's part of the reason why I'm actually streaming this right now is because a friend of mine, Puffle is in chat, was really interested in the storyline of the game and really wanted to see what the story was like, but has no time nor energy to play it. And so I was like, well, what if I streamed it? And Puffle was like, ooh, I like that idea. So I'm streaming, I'm streaming stuff. Hang on. Whee! Alright, undefined.
Conjuring is the art of healing and purification, yes. I am learning to become a healer. I am so ready to just...
You're going to hate it. It's going to be
everything.
so...
Absolutely. I'm ready to throw stones at my enemies.
It's going to be so
instead of diving
funny.
head first with a blade to their neck.
You've got your own house too? Oh, that's amazing. I love that.
You have a house, bro?
No, not me.
Man.
My friend has a house.
No, I know. I see that in chat. I'm still trying to get a house. Wait, today's what, the 24th? I need to go buy a house on my main. 1 second.
Are you logging out so you can go buy a house on your main?
Possibly. I need to go put my bid in.
Okay. Have fun doing that.
No, I need to.
I'm gonna continue the story. No, I'm gonna continue the storyline. Like you can do your thing. That's...
No, we're here on stream. When the stream is done, I shall go try to get that house.
When the stream is done.
For now, I'm gonna join the Conjurers Guild. Oh God, here we go.
Me trying to remember.
I get 5 raisins out of this. Oh, brother Isumiyan. Oh yes, yes. Yeah, that fucking guy. All right. This is the little dude.
Robin is going to become a glare mage. It's going to be the funniest thing ever. So, you saying, like, I fully expect Robin to become a battle healer who doesn't heal. It's really interesting in this game. You're actually expected, when you're playing healer, to do a lot of damage and to do DPS. Like, you still heal. You still want to make sure that you're healing. You're putting up your shields. You're putting up your mitigation and all those things. But you actually are expected to help with DPS. And there are certain DPS checks throughout the game where if the healer isn't helping, you'll fail them. It's so interesting.
Screwed.
Yeah, you're screwed. It's
battle healer.
battle healer. Like, it really does feel like a battle healing kind of thing. All right.
Yeah.
You are
so the quest reward, yes, is a stale pack of raisins.
All right, I am deafening. All right. Anyways, so I'm about to hit a cutscene. So let's see here. You are but a green DPS. Welcome to the Gladiators Guild, friend. Tell me, are you new to the thrills of Mortal Kombat? Get over here. Anyways, sorry. I may or may not have been playing Mortal Kombat, like the new Mortal Kombat recently, because I've been playing it since I was a kid, or the series since I was a kid. So anytime I see Mortal Kombat. Anyways, well, whether you are or not, you are new to us. If you would like to take your place in these hallowed halls, you must be willing and ready to undergo the most rigorous training. You must endure cuts and bruises beyond counting, and like as not far worse. A daunting prospect, I concede, but there is no other way if you mean to take the blood sands one day. And why wouldn't you? The Colosseum is only the most celebrated piece of public entertainment in all of Ul'dah. Where else could a poor man amass a fortune so fast as to one day allow him to claim a seat on the Syndicate? We're actually going to talk about that when we get to that character. They're referencing a specific character right now. Ah, there's not an Ul'dah alive who isn't inspired by the rise of the self-made man, and there is no truer embodiment of this than the gladiator who wins riches and fame for his world, or with his sword. Throughout its long and storied history, this guild has nurtured countless champions. Our training methods are second to none, and our members ever strive to develop new techniques. If you desire true glory, to fight and triumph amidst the war of 10,000 voices, then this is where you belong, adventurer. Think of it. Think of your legacy, and if your soul stirs, join us. It's so dramatic. It's great. Lulutsu wishes to reaffirm your desire to join the Gladiators Guild. What will it be? Will you rise above the masses and inscribe your name in legend, or will you resign yourself to mediocrity and die in obscurity? Join the Gladiators Guild? I have no choice but to say yes. A decision you shan't regret. My anxiety is already hitting. One moment. Make way for Hesty Truman. Fresh meat coming through. Now then, before your enrollment can be considered complete, you must present yourself to First Sword Milla. Seek her out and obtain her approval. Hey, look, our guildmaster. Hello. Hello, guildmaster. Aye, I heard Lulutsu, so you're Hesty Truman. 'Tis a good, strong name. On behalf of the Gladiators Guild, well, allow me to welcome you. I am Milla, guildmaster here. So you wish to study our arts? I presume you have a reasons for choosing the sword over all other weapons. Perhaps you think it easiest to learn. A sword is a simple weapon, but to wield a blade well is anything but simple. For every Colosseum champion to emerge from our ranks, there have been countless disappointments who have failed to achieve greatness. Bear that in mind before you answer me, Hesty, for I do not ask this question lightly. Have you the strength to live by the sword and, if it be your fate, die by it? Have you the strength to live by the sword? Yes. Then welcome, gladiator, to your new home. Let's not waste time, shall we? I would gauge your aptitude for the sword. Just outside the gates of Ul'dah, you'll find plenty of marmots, hornets, and shrews. Slay 3 of each and return here when finished. A simple task, but essential to your training nonetheless. Now, go. So what this is adding to us, so you'll see over on the side, Way of the Gladiator and Close to Home. So in this game, it's really interesting. You have job quests, and then you have main quests, and then you have side quests. So side quests kind of give you more introduction to the lore of the world and things like that. I may do like a side quest stream where I go around and I pick up all of the side quests and just play through them. And like just like as a cozy, we're not doing the main story, no need to freak out kind of thing. Oh, I need to go to that Aetherite. I maybe do one of those as like a cozy stream kind of thing where I'm not playing with Robin. Then there is job quests, which are like their own storyline. So every job, so like I'm a gladiator, right? Every job has its own storyline. And each storyline is unique. Some are better than others. The gladiator storyline, from what I've heard, I've never played it before, but I've heard that it's okay, and then it gets better, and then it gets worse. I've played through all of the healer ones, or most of the healer ones, a couple of DPS ones. I've played through all of Dancer, and a few others. I think my favorite that I've done so far is Scholar, which is my original main class. It's a healing class. We're not going to play it on this stream, probably not. But it's probably my favorite, just because it has a lot of lore implications. While I go around unlocking Aetherites. So, I'm going to undeafen. Ayo, I'm back.
What's up?
Yo, how you doing?
I'm throwing stones at mobs.
I just love the fact that you're gonna be a white mage. I can't wait. It's so funny.
I call it Y mage.
Y mage? As in, like, why do people play it?
Yeah.
I like white mage. I mean, I haven't done much of it, but I do actually like the gameplay. I don't like the attack. I'm not continuing
the MS2. I'm straight up going to finish the Way of the Conjurer first. I'm going out of my way.
Why are you? What are you going out of your way for?
I'm not going back to the inn to continue the MSQ. I'm going 2 maps away to get to where I need to be.
All right. I'm going to mute now. Whoop. And deafen. All right. You would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace? Very wise. As for my fee, what? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. Oh, bye, China. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Ul'dan for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact that you offer nothing is laughable. Good thing we have this letter of introduction from Momodi. Oh, Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Ul'dah's markets have served as both literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of the maritime trade between Vildebrand and Aldenard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders, day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer. A deadlier sword, perhaps, or a shinier trinket. Whatever it is you want, this exchange will have it. To the north, you will find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. Ahem. That is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. Asshole. My regards to Momodi. Now, off with you. This is so Ul'dah, it hurts. As a city, I have vague feelings over Ulda. A lot of them actually come from a story thing that's gonna happen later. That really bothers me. But that's another story.
Oh man, I done goofed.
What'd you goof on?
I was continuing and I accidentally roamed 30 and I just got one-shotted.
Whoops.
I was avoiding them, but I guess I got caught by one.
That happens sometimes.
Yep.
Do you not have access to sleep yet?
I am level 2.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you don't get access to sleep until like level 6 or level 7. Maybe even level 8. I forget.
Let's see. We're gonna keep going.
Cause like what you do is if you get aggroed by a monster that you don't want to fight, you just hit them with sleep and then you keep running.
I had a feeling that was the case. We're gonna find out.
Yeah. Oh, our first battle. Okay, cool. So I'm actually gonna change up my hotbar really quick and put this here.
No, changing up my hotbar. I thought I could import everything. I can't apparently.
No, you can only import from different characters, or like one character to the next character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is really annoying.
All these squirrels I get to massacre.
Okay, the best part about this game is the music, by far. Love the music for this game.
Oh, the current expansion I'm in, dude, the soundtrack is probably the best I've heard in a long time.
I agree. Shadowbringers has the best soundtrack by far. So, what are your first impressions of actually watching the story, Robin?
I see why I did it so quickly now compared to everyone else.
Hey, Floor. I figured that you accidentally left, or that you left for some reason, but I didn't want to say anything. Hey, Bo! Welcome to the stream.
Whopper!
Snapping shrews. We're killing snapping shrews. They're dying.
You know, so
Dying.
playing White Mage, right, or Conjure, is very interesting. Because I'm so used to just getting up in their face and attacking.
Yeah.
So it's funny we're doing rule switches.
I know, it's so great.
And now I understand what Anxious is saying about the one button rotations.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Splendid.
That's why I
learned
was like,
Arrow.
that was why I was like, you should start out as an Arcanist and then switch to Scholar. Like, I think you would like Scholar a lot better.
No.
Going for the full
If
meme.
we're gonna suffer, we might as well suffer the entire time. Oh, so Arrow is a dot. Okay, got it.
Yeah, arrow's your dot. You want to re-up that every, I think it's a 30-second dot, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that is. Majority of them are 30-second dots.
So you'll hear Robin and I talk a lot about dots. That's an acronym for damage over time. There are very few classes in the game that actually have damage over time abilities. There are, if I remember correctly, Arcanist has one. They have Bio. Arcanist has Bio. White Mage has Arrow. White Mage has Arrow. Scholar has Bio. Through Arcanist, because Arcanist turns into Scholar, or it turns into Summoner, but Summoner loses the ability. Black Mage gets all of the Thunder dots. They have the most weird dot system in the game, because they can actually accidentally, or they can actually like get weird combos of dots for them. Astrologian has a dot, but I don't remember what it is, because what is their dot?
I forgot what it's called. I just know they have one.
And then
I have a dot. My Reaper does.
the archers have a dot. They have archers have the poison arrow. And I forget, Reaper has a dot? I didn't realize Reaper had a dot.
Yeah. That's design.
Sage also has a dot. Sage has a dot too.
So it can be activated a few ways, which is great. The AoE has a dot. It's really cool. Reaper's super fun. It's super underwhelming, actually, but I don't know.
I thought you liked Reaper.
It is, but it's super underwhelming in the grand scheme of things.
Well, yeah, because it's such a new class. Like,
Well,
I don't
no,
know. I
because
feel like Sage was really well designed, and I feel like Reaper kind of got shafted.
Yes, absolutely.
Like, Sage is genuinely fun and challenging to play, whereas Reaper is like, eh. What we're doing right now, for those of you who don't know, is we're talking about different classes in the game. So, like I said, like, I'm a gladiator. He's gonna be a white mage / conjurer.
The Y mage.
I told you to play something else.
No, I need to stick to it. I need to.
Anyways, so I'm gonna deafen because I'm about to continue with my MSQing. All right, back to MSQ. So we're gonna go talk to Momodi. Hi, Momodi. Our little proprietress. I actually really like her. Like, she's like cruel, but she's like not cruel, but she's like savage. She kind of acts like I do whenever I'm teaching, except I'm a little bit nicer. How was your tour of the city, Hesty? Got lost, did you? Of course you know I got lost. Aye, well, Ulda's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go exploring, explore like you've got a purpose, eh? Alright then, all that's left is for you to work hard, make money, and spend it here at the quicksand. I love the fact that she's just like, yeah, you're gonna make money, and then come back, and you're gonna spend it here with me. Yay, combos. We'll talk a little bit about that the next time I go out fighting. Well, youngling, how are you finding our fine Ulda then? Got your bearings about you yet? If so, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ulda are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and you, by the name of Papashan. You'll find him over by the Ulda dispatch yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard is over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door across the hall and you'll see the gate of Nald staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it before long. There's dangers beyond the wall, though. More than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack you if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. She's so savage. I love it. I feel like the one in Limsa is very much just like, don't get stolen from. The one in Gridania is like kind of mothering in a sense. And then the other one is just like, no, you are an idiot. I will treat you like an idiot. You're a dumb adventurer. Like, that's kind of the way it feels. Let's go to the Gladiators Guild. Because we gotta turn in this quest too. There we go. Hi, Milla. Good to see you again. Welcome back, Hesty. I take it you've dispatched the beasts, and with ease. Rest assured there will be far greater challenges to come. If you wish to master the sword, you must test yourself against a wide variety of foes. To this end, I present you this hunting log. It contains information on creatures ideal for a gladiator in training. You will doubtless gain valuable experience should you seek out and slay them. It is only with such practice that you will recognize and eliminate the deficiencies in your technique. Your training under me shall continue once the haft sits so snugly in your hand that you cannot imagine holding aught else. Until then, Hesty. The next gladiator quest will be available upon reaching level 5. I'm not level 5 yet. Hunting log. So we're gonna go out. We're gonna find Papashan. Actually, hang on. I need to go to Hastings, actually. Or Hustings Strip. Because we got some Aetherites we need to unlock. So unlocking Aetherites is actually really important. You've seen me do it a couple times. But you are able to hop from like place to place for free using them in the city. It cuts down on running time. It also cuts down on trying to teleport out into some of the first areas that you go to in each city. Because once you've attuned to all of the Aetherites in a city, you unlock special new places that are actually like really helpful and free, which is always great in a game where your things can get very expensive very quickly. Not like if they're like super necessary to the game, then they don't get super expensive, but like the true end game is glamming. We'll talk a little about glams and how they work later, but the true end game is glamming, yes. And glams can get expensive. I have learned this. I have spent at least 1,000,000 gil in my total time in the game on just glams. I think this is the last one. Whee! Yay! Yep, this is the last one. You have attuned yourself to all the aetheryte shards in Ul'dah. The Gate of the Nald, the Gate of the Thal, and the Gate of the Sultana, and the airship landing are now accessible at as aethernet destinations. That's important. Woo! Because, and here's the fun bit, I'm about to show you what you can do with this. Whee! Alright, so it looks like we need to go here. Haha. See, I don't even have to run all the way outside the city. I'm just here. Vibing. Okay. So I'm gonna kill these really fast. I don't need to do it for a quest, but I do need it for the experience. And I'm going to...
You know, spam one button over and over again.
Anxious! Hey, dude!
I talk
Bro,
and
I'm
I can't talk to you
hurting.
guys because the screens don't work on my data, so I'm just talking and you talk.
You're fine.
Robin, it's gonna be great, don't worry, Robin. You'll get a second bunch in your rotation at level 54.
Huh?
Oh, I mean level 56. You'll get a
It's
one,
level
you'll get
56, yeah.
Yeah, you'll get one damage.
I just
and
throw
then-
stones for 50 levels?
Yep.
Yeah, and then you can do air, and then you get one damage one that you can use every 50 seconds.
I will say, though, that stone does get upgraded
To stone, more stones.
to more
Stone
stones.
2 probably.
Yeah.
Stone 2, then stone 3.
Alright,
stone
so
4.
chat, what I'm doing right now, I don't need to kill these for a quest, but I do need to kill them to fill out the hunting log. The
The
hunting
hunting
log
log!
is super important in early levels because it gives you quick experience. Robin generally doesn't do them, but I do them whenever they come up. Like if I happen to be passing by an
I
area.
didn't do anything extra that benefits me. I like playing the game on hard.
He does. It's very funny. I think that's everything in this area. Alright,
Why would you go out of your way to kill the poor squirrels?
Papa Sean! I love his
Oh,
name.
fuck
I love
Papa
the
Sean.
name Papa Sean.
Robin, can't you wait for your first you get regular stones? Then
Wait a minute, wait a minute. Is Papa
Bigger
Sean? I
stones.
thought it was...
Bigger stones.
Was Papa Sean the one that did the thing?
I don't remember. I think so.
Okay, gotcha. I'm gonna mute now. Alright, let's talk to Papa Sean. Oh, yeah, Bo, you can ping the string people. They'd probably... Yeah, you can ping them. I'm a dummy. I forgot to do that. My bad. Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul Momodi advised me to expect? I'm Papa Sean, the station master of this humble dispatch yard. Nothing in Ul'dah is humble. I'm just gonna say that now. Like, An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old Lalafell passing his final years in quiet and solitude. Ugh. 12 know there have been plenty of those these last 5 years since the calamity struck. So, we got a timeline. 5 years since the big moon came down and did the thing. The devastation was vast. You didn't miss much, Lafayette. I filled out a little bit of the hunting log, and I turned in my first gladiator quest, and now I'm talking to Papa Sean. And he's basically telling me all about how his life sucks. It's not actually true, but... Yet now, true Uldans work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and the love of our home, we have built Ul'dah to the grandeur and majesty that you've seen today. The railways which run through this dispatch yard, too, were born of the noble efforts of a great many souls. But there is still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Ul'dah needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited to one of your ability. We're playing a Disciple of War. Oh, yo, that's fast for an AoE. Alright, so what I just got is called an AoE attack. It is an attack that you use to attack multiple monsters at once. Eventually we'll get an AoE combo, but for now we've only got our single combo. Hello, Papa Sean. Since you've come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. It just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area, a dispatch to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and feather beds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. It isn't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. Well, that got dark quickly. Jeez. Alright. Let's go do this thing. Ugh. My nose is so itchy. I don't know why. Okay. Cool. Whee! We go run. Like I said, that got dark quickly. In a mildly amusing way, I suppose. Serious, Sultan sworn. Halt! Madam, I am going to have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. State your name and business. A twilight pretzel from Papa Sean. By the gods, forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist. Oh my gosh. No. I'm terribly sorry for that. Ahem. Yes. Well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe so long as I stand watch. Please give Papa Sean my thanks and tell him that I only wish I could repay the favor. That was so punny. No. No. I was not prepared to deal with puns. Comfort food saves lives. So true. So true. My favorite comfort foods absolutely will save my life on a bad day. I'm already missing my chocobo. We'll unlock mounts around like level 20 and it'll make this go so much faster. But for now, we just be running. Servile Sultan Sworn. 12 save me. Scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. Here's another pretzel. A twilight pretzel? Don't mind if I do. Ah, now that is a refreshing God's damned pretzel. I feel reborn. It's a pretzel, my dude. Like, it's not anything big. Now I want a pretzel. Chat, I want pretzel. Pretzel good. Let's run to give our third pretzel. We run, we run, we run, we run, we run. Stern Sultan Sworn. He's stern. He's mad. Western front, clear! Eastern front, clear! For me? From Papa Sean? A twilight pretzel? My favorite! How did he know? Can't fight on an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. So, like, why are you a guard if you don't like to fight? I'm really confused as to how this works. Like, what's the end goal here? What's everyone's favorite comfort food? My favorite comfort food is probably Brazil bites or like cheesy bites. Cheese puffs, basically. They're like, it's like the dough is infused with cheese. And so like when it puffs up, like it's just like this cheesy, gooey, amazing like mess. I can't find them where I live now. It's really frustrating. Like really sad. So I'm trying to figure out like how I'm gonna get some here. But yeah, those are my favorite comfort food. Papa Sean, we're back. Hello, friend. I love how there's like this random Mihote who's AFK, like right here. A Marauder Marauder Mihote too. Interesting. You've returned, and with a deal fewer pretzels, I see. Tell me, how fare our Sultan Sworn sentries? Did they have anything to report? Anything at all? What? Nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles then, and stay a moment. There is more I would ask of you. Oh, okay. Well, something's bad. Well, something bad is happening in Oz. Hesty, I have just this moment. No, no. The time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news. Which is the real reason I sent you to visit those Sultansworn. Papa Shan is in dire need of your assistance. Help me, Obi-Wan! You're my only hope! Yes, I will be joking throughout this entire thing. No, I will not regret the fact that I am joking throughout this entire thing. Papa Shan, a young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I have been ordered to see her safe return. The Sultansworn you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems like they have found no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honorable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. That cannot happen, Hesty. It must not. I need you to help me find her. Interesting. I wonder if I've met this person before. Praise the 12. I knew I could count on you. I have instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanalan is vast, and there are only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lily. I think I know who this is. Lady Lilyra. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan tree. Good luck. It's probably pork and rice. My mom makes it a specific way, and it has a taste of home for me. How about you, Faya? Ooh, gumbo is really, really good. So gumbo is, it's an American specialty. It's usually seafood, rice, some form of legume, all put together in like this spicy sauce, cooked in like this stew. I love gumbo. I actually do really, really like gumbo. Usually it's a little bit too spicy for me, so I can only have so much. But like, it came out of, it's a Creole kind of dish, but it's essentially like, it's basically like a really good stew. And it's really, really popular in the southern United States, especially in Creole areas like NOLA, which is New Orleans, Louisiana. Really popular in the eastern side of Texas. Like, you'll see it a lot in seafood destinations. So like, if you've ever heard of clam chowder, that's a northern thing. Gumbo is like our equivalent of like chowder. It's our cultural equivalent of it. It's really good. Highly recommend it. If you ever get the chance to have gumbo, like totally have gumbo. It's always an experience. So it's good. It's not my favorite food out there, but it's good. All right, so we're looking for Lilyra at the Sultan tree. And I think I know who this is. That'll be major spoilers, but I think I know who this is. It's gonna be such a callback. And that totally changes the vibe of an event that happens like much, much later in the game. If it's who I think it is. Whee! Hooded Lalafell. Oh, Sultan Tree. You are about to enter an instanced battle. Instanced battles only occur during certain quest missions. Ooh, our first duty. Proceed. Let's get started. I think this is also our introduction to one of my favorite characters in the game. So I'm actually really excited about that.
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear.
Oh my gosh, it is this character. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to Anxious about that later. Yes, I've had Gumbo La Fea. I used to live in Texas. Like I used to live like right next to Louisiana. I have family from Louisiana. Of course I've had gumbo before. It's practically a delicacy down where I live. Or where I used to live, I should say.
As you command, oh Lilyra.
Oh, I love him. He's like my favorite character. He's one of my favorite characters in the game. Not my favorite character, but one of my favorites.
Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone. It isn't safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us.
Okay, so for those of you who are Critical Role fans, the guy who voices this character is actually Taliesin. Talison's voice is the same guy who plays Percy and a few other characters in Critical Role. Same guy. The voice actors are actually going to change when we hit the first expansion because they completely changed voice acting companies. But for the first part of the game, Taliesin and then Sam Riegel is actually going to show up at one point.
And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you.
He's such a sarcastic ass. I love it.
Ah, you must be the one the Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge. You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness.
God, I love him.
You should return with us. The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person.
Well, that's not good.
Alas, the station master will have to wait. Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way.
Sure. Absolutely.
As for you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please stay in harm's way.
Stay out of harm's way. Stay in harm's way. Yeah, just throw me at the problem, why don't you? This isn't going to be a theme throughout the entire game of just throwing me at problems. Anyways. I love how they call him the handsome stranger. Like, okay. Let's give ourselves fight or flight. Being a gladiator, there's part of me misses my dots. I miss my damage over time abilities. So what's really interesting about the Handsome Stranger is that the Handsome Stranger is actually, he's considered more of a thief slash rogue like kind of character, but he plays as a warrior, or like his character acts like a warrior. It's really interesting. Like they make reference to his thieving past, like all sorts of different things, but he actually fights just the way a gladiator does, and it's officially classified as like a warrior. So throughout the game, different characters and different NPCs all have different classes. So like this guy is warrior slash rogue, and then eventually actually becomes something called a gunbreaker. There's somebody else who's a black mage analog, or who's a white mage analog, and then actually becomes a black mage. There's somebody who acts as a scholar, two people who act as scholars, and then one of them switches to sage, one of them switches to astrologian. But what's interesting about each of the classes that each of the characters have is that they're all customized classes that fit the specific character, which is really interesting. So like this guy, the Handsome Stranger, has abilities that, or like the way that he fights. See, you just saw him do like the whole like switch grip thing where he like stabs inward. That's not something that gladiators can do, even though he has a gladiator skill set. That's actually something that the rogues can do, but he's not classified as a rogue because rogues didn't exist when he was originally created. So like there's all sorts of like just different things that each of the characters have. Like the character who starts out as a white mage but then becomes a black mage keeps some of her white mage abilities. The Arcanist characters in the game all have different summons that you don't get as a regular Arcanist, but they have. So it's interesting. Ooh, we got our first crystal.
Hear, feel, think. Crystal Bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one.
Hi,
A
Heidelin.
light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate.
Sure. But how do I do that exactly?
The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
Okay then. Cool. Any clues on how to find these crystals of light? Maybe? We gotta get the glamour shots of Heidelin, the giant crystal thing that is somehow a god. Gotta get the glamour shots.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
Who are these people? There are dozens of us. Dozens!
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Oh, and we're back at the tree. Hello, tree. I feel like we spend half of this
coming
game
around
waking
now.
up from things. Yes, thank you. I'm feeling much better.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
Oh, her voice.
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
Ah, Void Sent.
The void sent? Here? But how?
Well, I don't know.
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream?
Well. Ah, my sarcastic friend. Well.
No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt.
Oh, the irony of you saying that.
Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal. But of course, this changes everything.
Great. What does it change? Tell me.
Oh, just thinking aloud. At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once.
This changes everything. Obviously has something to do with my character. Character does not tell my character what it is.
I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
Great. Glad you think I'm capable, but could you tell me what's going on?
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled babe?
Well, we wouldn't pass you about if you could actually fight and defend yourself.
I shall return and tell them myself.
You do that.
As you wish, your impetuousness.
I will give him credit. That is a really funny one. Your impetuousness.
I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then, do try and stay awake.
He's so much more sassy. Like, I like it. It's funny. But, like, where'd the sass come from? Jeez. Hey, I'm back.
I'm fighting trees.
What?
Yeah, I'm at that part of the MSQ.
Fighting trees.
I'm fighting the trees with Papalimo.
Oh,
And Ida.
with it's Ida. It's Ida, bud. Ida.
No,
They even say it.
because
It's Ida.
Idaho.
Well, we've officially met my favorite character in this expansion.
Oh, you got him? Nice.
Yeah. He is an asshole. It's really funny. Very sarcastic. Also, you know that string of quests in Stormblood, where you are helping the person figure out how to help the people of Alamigo using... Yeah, like the little person. Lilira actually shows up in the beginning of the Ul'dah questline.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like, it's a whole, like, the very first MSQ quest that you do where you're, like, meeting the Scions for the first time, like, it involves her. So, apparently, that's a callback in the future. Which I
we
find
just never
really-
experienced it.
neither of us experienced it. Like, I saw her, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't even
Wow.
right now. So, anyways, that's really cool. For those of you who don't know what we're talking about, you'll understand at some point. In the far off future. Far off future.
I am hurting, bro. This one attack rotation is just great.
I'm sorry. This sounds like a you problem.
Oh, it's always a me problem.
Papa Shan! Thank the gods you've returned. You had us all so worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured, or worse. Why, Her Grace, the Sultana, would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I have already given you cause to weep, Papa Shan. You and the people of Ul'dah. Oh. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It is not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papa Shan. I will refrain from traveling unescorted in the future. So, something important went missing, it looks like. Everybody's looking for it. That might be the Ul'dah questline. I forget what the Gardania questline is. I cannot thank you enough, Hasty. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lilira from void-sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserve all the riches in the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder. I love the fact that they even acknowledge that he's sarcastic. Like, that's just great. I love that. I see you met Thancred. Ah, that's his name, Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the aether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. No, I don't want to skip it. There we go. As for you, Hesty, you are just the sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan as you did to us today. Ugh, my nose is so itchy. I wish it would stop. Yay! Leveled up again. Alright, I guess we continue with MSQs. CC Doa needs a reliable
Did you ever meet
adventurer.
the giant crystal?
Yeah, I've already done that.
Yeah, I'm just doing it now. I'm like, wow, I missed this entire cutscene.
You just flat out skipped like everything.
I know, I'm like, wow.
Alright, hang on. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I've a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay a debt of gratitude, which I owe to the owner of the Coffer and Coffin. Coffer and Coffin? What is it supposed to be, like, drugs and death or something? Like, what? For this purpose, I've purchased from the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin. Plump pumpkin. A particularly popular piece of produce. There is so much P in here. Plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Like, any streamer with a microphone is probably dying from that. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. So many P's! You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanawa mines, for which I wait, is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see safely to the Coffer and Coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagari at the royal plantations, and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you to attend this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Cool. At some point, I need to go back and work on my job quests, because I'm like level 7, and I really need to get them done, but you can kind of get them all done in quick bursts, like save them up, and then like you'll have like 2 or 3 that you need to go through, and so you just like do them in a burst round. It's kind of nice that way, because then you get to keep like the concurrent story. There's only one point where I would say absolutely don't do that, and that's when you get to level 30 and you've finished a quest called self-management, because that unlocks your job. We'll talk a little bit about that when we get there, but essentially all of the starter classes can upgrade into unique job classes that basically have like expanded abilities, more attacks, cooler things, different storylines. Like it's really nice. There's really no reason to stay as your starter class. The people who do are considered, in a way, they're kind of griefers, because you miss out on so many important abilities that make your life and everybody else's lives easier. So you really don't want to miss out on those. Welcome back. If CC Doa doesn't come calling soon, this particular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. Wow. So dramatic. Oh, so you're to deliver this decadent delight? I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. Oh my gosh, my nose! Urgh. Wow. Here is the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts. As such, we are always deluged with demand. You know the way to the Coffer and Coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where local laborers lounge. Okay. We lounging. Excuse me. Didn't mean to do that. Ah, fates. So fates are like realm-wide events that show up. You can get experience from them, and you can get what were called guilds or free company seals from them. They're not super important to do, and they're not really a great way to level up anymore. They used to be. They used to be like the main way you were supposed to level up. And they're meant to be done with multiple people around. But because of right now, like where we are and what this realm is, I don't think there's anyone actively hunting them. There are certain areas where they actually incentivize you to do them. So like, to get special weapons called artifact relics, you've got to do them. And if you're doing, if you are in the 3rd expansion or later, there's something called the Shared Fate quest system that gives you like reputation points for doing them, and those reputation points unlock cool things that you can buy from vendors. So that's really when you get the incentive to actually do fates, but for the most part in the early game you don't really do them as much. Like if one pops up and it's around and it's one that's kind of easy for you to do, absolutely do it, but a lot of people just don't do them. Drink for you, lassie? We won't get in. Okay. Drink for you, lassie. We won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than at me place. It's not my best accent, but what's that? We Cicidora asked ye to bring this here for me? Ha! Hey, so even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drunken sodden arse back home. But hell's an honest-to-God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. The lads here scoff down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, lassie. Ugh, I'm really bad at accents. Like... Rampart! Cool. Okay. Class ability. So you're gonna hear me talk a lot about mitigation when I'm playing this. It's called, it's part of being a tank. You get them a lot. So tanking, and mitigation essentially is like stopping the damage from being worse than it already is. Essentially, oops, I left and I wasn't supposed to. Making the damage worse. So like a lot of mitigation abilities will be like minus 10% damage or minus 20% damage, like things like that. You definitely want to be popping, or I'll definitely be popping them a lot. Like we'll be in dungeons, we'll be like, I gotta pop my meds. Popping my meds now. Prudence at this junction. Roger hears all sorts of information in his line of work, some of which may be useful to you. Word is, Blackbrush Station's sorely undermanned. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. Bloke by the name of Warren is hoping to bolster their numbers for short-term assignment or two. If you fancy putting in a few extra gil in your pocket, you could do a lot worse. Have I been? Oh, I haven't been. Oops. Recommended gear. I just haven't been doing that. Cool. Alright. Woo, new gear. We love getting new gear. Okay. Let's run up this way. Whee! Hey look, an aetherite. Easy teleportation access. Gonna go do this really fast. Looking for work, perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torchers are sellswords hired by Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern to protect its interests. Our primary duty here is to keep the tracks clear of pests, and it is for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work, and liable to get messier still if you're ill-prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have it on my conscience that I sent out an ill-equipped adventurer to an untimely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order. When you are ready, present yourself to me again. Okay. So I gotta get armor with I gotta get armor with good stats on it, which is what it's asking me to do. So now we have to do job quests. No. Oh wait, I have this set as my home point. I could have done that for free. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Alright. Oh wait, crap. I should have just done this. Why didn't I just do this? Aethernet. Gladiators Guild. Steps of the Fall. Genevieve? Nope. Past that. Alright. Looks like we got some new things to do here. Ah, Hesty. I take it you and your sword have become better acquainted. Then I shall now instruct you on another fundamental aspect of what it means to be a gladiator, commanding an opponent's attention. As gladiators, we are trained to engage enemies at the close range, weathering their attacks as we deliver our own. However, there are times when we must do battle alongside allies whose talents are not the same as our own. In such a situation, your role is not to slay the enemy in front of you, but rather to defend the man beside you. And that is Tanking 101. We do this by eliciting the enmity of our opponents through attacks and techniques designed to incite their hatred. You must learn how to draw the enemy's attention to yourself, and trust in your stout constitution to endure. In so doing, you protect your weaker comrades who would otherwise perish. To help you better understand this, there is a task I would have you perform. It just so happens that Momodi of the Quicksand has requested our assistance. Hey, we're going back to Momodi. A gang of Lominsan marauders has paraded into town and begun harassing people outside her establishment. Men like these prey on the weak, but will turn tail and flee at the first sign of defiance. You need not resort to violence. It will suffice to show them that you are not afraid of them, and will not tolerate their behavior. Seek out Lominsans and make your presence known by bellowing, "Face me, marauder!" In this way, you will protect the people of Ul'dah as you would your allies in battle. Okay then. Let's go. We're gonna go to the Adventurers Guild. Menacing Marauder. And if I remember correctly, I have to do it this way. What? You blaming me? Yeah. What? You blaming me because this little shite shat his own pants? Well, bugger him and bugger you too. So, like, Limsa is very piratey. So Marauders are, like, big pirate buff people. You know your friend here is a 12's damned cheat. Thinks he can charge us more because we're foreigners, but we'll get his back. Mark me words. See, very piratey. Where's our next guy? Oh, I think we have to actually go into the quicksand for this next part. Or like above and around it. Mocking Marauder. The hell's your problem? Maybe she likes her men rough. What are you supposed to be, a bleeding lady in waiting? Bah, doesn't matter. You've gone and spoiled the mood. I mean, I think if this lady is like terrified of you, then you definitely aren't, like, there's no such thing as spoiling the mood in this instance. Nope. So our fourth one, where is our fourth one? Where's our fourth dude? Oh, there he is. Keen-eyed Marauder. I just missed him. There he is. Hello, friend. I say, knowing that he is definitely not a friend. on now, you was disrupting me proud seawolf heritage. Psst. Fine. I'll leave the bastard be, but we ain't finished. Cool. My favorite being. Okay, cool. Farmer. Me box yours, this is your best brew. I'd sooner drink a pint of me own piss than this swill. Uh-oh. Here we go. Face me. Just who the hells do you think you're speaking to, maggot? I am Farmer, the Driven, and me and me bloody marauders have been raving for so long mothers scared their childrens with tales about us. Don't believe me words? Then I'll let my axe do the talking. Uh-oh. Oh-ho, this is lively, even for the quicksand. You two going to put on a show for us? What's this? Another goddamned fool? Show some respect when you talk to. Farmer the Driven, leader of a troop of bloody mummers or some such. Aye. I heard you the first time, your voice carries quite well. Then unless you want me to split your skull with me axe, you better. I can't wait for the texture updates to come in. That'll be like next year, but boy, this game needs them sometimes. That sword. It couldn't be Frenzy, but only the sword of Nald would. Bloody hells, it's you! It's me. Well, actually, it's not me. It's him. You know, I've never been one to stand back and watch. Mind if I join the fun? Begging your pardon, sir. Why do they always do that? Looks like it's just you and me. Standing up to that Lominson was quite brave of you. And quite foolish. I think I like you, Gladiator. Name's Aldous, and I'll buy you a drink, but I'm afraid I just spent the last of my coin. I used to be a young gladiator like you. Back then but that hardly concerns you. These days, I'm just an explorer of the unexplored, a seeker of as yet unknown experiences. Like that beautiful stranger keeping my bed warm right now. Gods, I've missed the city, this wonderful desert jewel of debauchery and sin. Now, if you'll excuse me. What are those shoes? Okay, so like I've never understood those like wooden shoes, like platform things. Anyways. Alright, so gotta go speak with Momodi. I swear, if I hadn't seen Aldous with my own eyes, I wouldn't have believed it was him. Everyone here thought he died years ago. Listen, Hesty, do me a favor and don't tell Milla about meeting Aldous, alright? She doesn't need this sort of drama. Why? Well, let's just say some folk ain't good for one another. Ooh, something tells me that we have, like, romantic backstory here? Spicy. Oh my god, I'm never saying the word spicy again. Anyways, I just said that on stream. Cool. Thank you for laughing at my pain, Floor and Puffle. Someone clip it. Oh, shush. I've already heard about your exploits at the quicksand, Hesty. You did well to send those marauders packing. I wish I could say we've heard the last of them. Alas, we've received reports of axe-wielding raiders assaulting merchants traveling through Scorpion's Crossing. It seems words will not suffice after all. I want you to finish what you've begun, Hesty. Head to Western Thanalan and see that Farmoral the Driven and all those who have shared in his crimes never plague the people of Ul'dah ever again. And we're off. I guess we have to go kill him now. Which I feel is like kind of mean, but okay. Little ladybug! Let's kill the ladybug. Peak of friendship right here. I thought chat was supposed to like me, dang it. No, the ladybug. The ladybug has to die for the sake of the hunting log. For the sake of that sweet, sweet experience bonus. Oh look, Cactuar! Okay, if Amphi could be anything, I think Amphi would be a Cactuar. Like just the way that they run, the way that they stand, that soulless look behind their eyes. Like, definitely Amphi. They tore me from my saddle and took everything I own. Bring my goods back to me, I beg of you. Okay, so looks like the Marauders have been jerks. Let's go talk to the Marauders and make them not be jerks anymore. But first, for the hunting log! Lord, did you just quote book my thing about Cactuars and Amphi? I just got quote booked. I got quote booked in my own server from my own stream. They're quote booking me, y'all.
Oh, hell no.
No shot.
I may or may not have compared Amphi to a Cactuar.
Cactuar! We love Cactuar.
Local thing.
Floor is in denial mode, but Floor was the one who did it. Alright.
Yeah, this is the most painful thing I've done in this game.
What is?
I'm level 10, I only have one attack.
You only have one attack for like another 50
I told you,
levels.
dude, you should do something else other than being a white
No, I
mage.
need to.
No, this is funny. This is funny.
I'm level 8 still.
This is incredibly commutable to me, you don't understand.
So, because I haven't done any of the side quests, and normally I do the side quests, how do I get level 5 armor so that I can pass this dumb armor check?
You either do your job quest,
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
job
doing.
quest and suffer and get the hat instead of the actual gear, or you buy it.
Okay, I might buy it. Well, I don't have enough funds for buying it yet, so we'll see. I may just pick up a side quest. Just do that.
I'm going to fucking die here.
You're not gonna die. It's just 50 levels of not doing anything but hitting one button.
that's fine.
And maybe running a dungeon.
You'll live.
Meanwhile, I'm trying to learn how to tank. It's great. I'm doing great so far. I haven't died yet, so I call that a win.
I've already died once.
You've
I was
already
one
died?
shot accidentally, remember?
Oh, yeah. Okay, that doesn't count, though. That wasn't your own dumb butt jumping into the fight.
That was so stupid.
Oh. Hey, look, it's Farmoral, the Driven, aka the guy who got his butt handed to him by a gladiator. gonna say, I'm actually kind of enjoying Phantolin's story. I forget what the story for Gridania was, but I remember not liking it very much.
There was a story to Gridania?
Yes. There was a story to Gridania.
Oh my god.
All 3 of the starting areas get their own storyline, dude.
V for lore.
I was just helping out.
Like, Limsa's storyline is about people getting kidnapped and sold into slavery. This storyline is so far, somebody's lost something. And it's important to the Sultanate. And everybody's freaking out. And I forget, isn't Gridania's, like, there's some sort of uprising or something that's happening with the...
Someone's trying to upset the elementals, I think.
Is it the elementals?
Pretty
It might
sure.
be the elementals.
This is like painstaking.
They tore me from my saddle and took everything I own. Bring my goods back to me, I beg of you. Oh, wait. Yeah. There we go. 12 bless you, adventurer. If it weren't for good women like you, I'd never leave home. That's rather sad, but okay. Like, home buddy.
Been live.
2 hours.
Hey, Amber.
hours.
It doesn't feel like it's been 2 hours. It really doesn't. But
2 hours in this game, it feels like nothing, dude.
it really does. You get so lost in playing it. I just completed the level 5 role quest. I'm so proud of myself. I'm level 9 already.
Wow.
Level 9 and I'm only just now completing my role quest.
Stone! Arrow!
I love the fact that you hate this so much. It's giving me life.
Stone! I cast another stone!
I feel like for me,
Oh, you
like,
want another? Have a
it's gonna be
stone!
me and my tankxiety, and then him and his stone anxiety, and it'll just be glorious watching us try and approach our first dungeon.
He's just gonna cast stone and
Those who oppose me shall taste these stones!
Yes. Thank you.
So beautiful.
I love the animation of stone too, though. Like, it's so fun.
Stone!
Man.
Punk! You want another? Have another stone!
Oh, I forgot to
My
take
wrath
out the dialogue.
knows no bounds.
The might is of the earth.
For I shall throw the might of the earth towards you,
Yes,
goddamn fool.
He's up the power of the earth aside.
Oh my! There's so many!
You're so pitiful.
For they shall taste it.
Alright, I'm gonna pick up a couple of side quests.
The
see if
heart
I
of the
can't get
earth!
myself some good gear.
He's got the might of Titan on his side.
Nope.
Yet another stone!
Leave no stone unturned.
They should, I'm surprised they should have made that an achievement.
Bury me in these stones!
Like,
Oh.
You're the artist here looking for work, eh? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens I have a deed that needs doing.
why are you casting your AoE heal?
Absolute annals!
Is he
You're an
casting his
absolute
AoE
animal.
heal?
I need variation!
Why are you AoE healing?
I need variation!
Wild ladybugs have been wreaking havoc across the outskirts of town. Something in the air of late's made them ordinary as an aurochs in a rat. An auroch is basically like a giant buffalo. Ain't much for fighting on their own, but in numbers they are more than a match for any merchant who's seen more days at the teats than he has on the battlefield. Well, what'll it be? Fancy putting down 4 or so of those bloody buggers, or don't ya? Yeah, I'll do it. I need the gear. I'm not doing it because I want the free gear. Only reason.
Slowly but surely killing the enemies. That's why I always like whenever I was really tired of duties, I literally feel like the enemy's not dying, but neither am I.
Honestly, there are a couple of times when I was playing Scholar where I'd be like, this is taking so long. But then I'd remember that I had my fairy and I was like, yeah, okay, it's not that bad.
This is a critically acclaimed
It's like
stream.
A critically
guys-
acclaimed
have
stream?
anyone here, have any of you guys heard of the The critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial and includes the entirety of a realm board and the award-winning Heaven's Door
By the
expansion up to level 60 with no restriction on playtime.
We just got
Now
memed.
including
We're
level
getting
70
copy pasted by
Stormborn.
Anxious.
I'm so proud.
We're getting copy pasted by Anxious.
Hey,
I
I'm
don't
the
know
one
how
who
it
showed you
feels.
guys the copy pasta. I am the original copy pasta. I don't know what you're talking about.
You are not the original copy pasta.
I am Mr. Copy Pasta.
Denied.
Look at this fucking tree.
Hey, I had copy pasta of somebody earlier today, and I'm still proud
I'm
of
very
myself
proud of you.
for
I
it.
saw that. I'm very proud of you. Converting more people to the cause and the illness.
It's not an illness.
Oh, it absolutely is.
You know, like, so there's this thing called the DMC-5, which is like all psychologists
Hello,
use to
Puffle.
diagnose. It's what people use to
Oh
diagnose
my
mental diseases.
days.
On the next DMC-6, there's just gonna be a disease called the Final Fantasy disease. That's gonna be us.
Who goes
sure,
there?
darling.
Oh,
You can
Dean,
come
it's
for a
you.
ride. Huh?
Another
Where am
delivery.
I? Who are you? And more importantly, where'd she go? Ah, bugger, did me shift
I'm not
start already?
certain I should be the one to find
The
off
hell's
go.
with it? I'm
That's an
really
adult egg.
exhausted anyway.
The troops will be
Later on.
glad to.
Mind taking this to Giganasu at the dispatch yard outside the city? He'll probably give you something for the trouble. Alright, cool. I'm literally just doing side quests right now, and I don't know how I feel about that.
I hate you. I hate you. Okay, thanks.
Is he reading it in what? Why are you doing
He's
this?
talking to
Stop!
Makoto.
Stop,
talking to
Robin!
Makoto.
Stop! F you!
Now we're gonna go speak to Galfred. Give me a moment. Ah, Dean.
I
Thanks to God
despise
you've
him.
come. We have a potential crisis on our hands. I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear us out? Oh yeah, sure. Let's see what the fuck you want me to do, brother. Alrighty.
Oh, Robin, you get to
I'm
talk
a
to Ida.
fucking
You get to
I already
listen to
did
Ida
already.
again.
Anyone seen Kekazani since last night? Anyone? Uh-oh. Hey, what are you doing with that timetable? I've been looking all over for it. Got it from Kekazani, you say? Why, that useless drunk. I'll wager he was out all night again chasing after skirts. That's it. The next time he misses his shift, I'm tying him to the tracks. Uh-oh. Please don't tie people to the tracks. That's dangerous. There aren't very many healers around who can, like, save your butt, so... Alright, so we have one piece of level 5. That's level 6. Level 5, level 5. Level 6, level 5, level 5, level 5. I just need a hat now. That's all I need. I just need the hat. But where am I going to get a hat from? There's got to be a hat around here. Nope. That's not the hat. I want to save these side quests for like a nice cozy side quest stream. I feel like that would be good. Like where we're not like sitting here talking about the lore or making fun of the lore.
You to go to Spirit Old and do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please
send
say
the-
you will help us.
Send
Please.
the Lord of the
I
Earth
knew
over.
you would not let me down. You will have all the support I can muster. Now we are racing against time, so you have best to make haste.
I love the fact that we both chose that we were going to do Scottish accents in some way, shape, or form at some point.
Oh, these motherfuckers.
What motherfucker?
Every single one of them.
Yes, which one did Wilda?
Goddamn tribesmen, the beastmen. They've lost it. Damn the voice, yeah. Every single time we're screwed. We're so screwed.
You're not screwed. It's fine. You're fine.
No, bro, I'm just throwing rocks at people.
No, you're the Lord.
Fine.
This truly is the end times.
No, you're the Lord of the Earth, Robin. You got this.
I am the Lord of the Earth.
I just love the fact that he has to cast stone all the time. I kept telling you, dude, you should do something else, and you were like, no, it's fine.
I must.
No, Trashy, this is how you make content. This is how the
Sing
content
with me!
made.
Sing for the ear! Ain't that right? This is fucking bullshit. Oh, I have to kill these guys now, hold on. Ah, have some air! Have a stone! You oppose me, you shall be hit with 1,000.
I feel like I'm a bad streamer because I can't bring myself to do this.
Robin throwing rocks at like a pile of
Lord!
bugs.
Give me strength to throw another stone at them!
Kill the ladybugs.
Ah, this swarm!
See,
Stands no chance against this
blade.
storm.
I have blade that goes swishy swish. Nice. I go swish swish and they die.
Oh, just wait until you throw your shield. It's the best thing ever.
I have a shield throw?
Yeah,
you
shield
do.
lob. It's called shield lob.
I'm so excited. That's gonna be great.
It's a really satisfying sound. I like the sound it makes.
Oh, it sounds great. Hit them with the swarm. Oh, this is my calling.
God, thought you wanted this god green.
Oh, by the gods,
stones.
this is what I've been waiting.
God sends you to throw stones.
Oh,
My God,
God.
you're gonna do it.
For God gave me a stone, and I shall give him a battalion.
Someone in my chat just said, I am the Sand Lord, Lord of the Sand. I love that reference.
Oh my God.
That is totally him right now, though. Like, not
But
wrong.
you already know this. But a towering shadow. Oh wait, no, this is a different Brit. Hold on. Doubtless, you already know this.
Has
But a
these
towering
silent
shadow
sweetie
manifested
bugs.
without warning and attacked the hero in the midst of the riots. Most of
running
his
out of
party
British
has been.
people?
I cannot. Most of his party has been successfully evacuated, but 5 remain unaccounted for. Please find them and see them out of harm's way. Sure, why not? Oh my God, there's so many.
No, I didn't mean to go that way. Gosh darn it. I hate Ulda. Actually, I don't hate Ulda. I just
Oh,
dislike
we're
them
here
all.
already? Oh my lord. For I shall kill the imps.
Why are you killing imps? Don't kill the imps.
He's throwing rocks.
It's either them or I. So it shall be them. At the end of it all.
That's for
For it is
Robin.
God's will.
God will put him on his god green earth to throw rocks, and by golly, he's gonna do it.
God gave me lemons, so I threw them at the children.
That got dark quickly. I think I need to go to Thaumaturge. Yeah.
Galfred sent me, yeah. I am no longer of use here. Play help the hero in my stead. Oh, you little useless shit.
Robin
You dare
has-
challenge me, you imp!
I can't wait until Robin and I's storylines actually sync up and we're able to like do the cutscenes together. That's gonna be fun.
I just can't wait till Robin like he keeps
By
going to
the
every skin.
gods!
I wanna be there for every time Robin gets his stone upgraded. Just to, like you get you get stone 2, you get stone 3, you get stone 4.
Ah, yes, give me stone too. For I will not just throw 1, but I shall throw 2! Twice!
I think the game just runs out of stone animation, so eventually they just replace it with glare. He attacked the wrong thing.
Stone! Stone!
That's a good 23 damage.
Oh, 22 damage! Oh, this is what I've been looking for. Who knew? This is what I wanted out of the game. I never
Ruling
wanted the
gameplay.
flurry of lance, nor the strength of dragons.
Y'all,
But I
I've
needed a
officially
stone.
hit level 5 and I've already hit my first piece of
I
armor
am a
clipping through
conjurer
my
on level
hair.
11, and I have the strongest of stones at
He's
my
so-
beckon.
He's stone thrower number 11.
I have grown stronger.
Robin, you know what's really sad? My chat finds you more entertaining than they find me entertaining. Hurts my
Oh my
soul
God.
a
This
little
is
bit.
it.
I'm just
Oh,
not
Lord.
good at this.
Each and every time, I struggle. But Lord has given me the strength to throw another. I am making the most of what I got, and I'll be damned to die at this point.
You're in a very slow and painful step.
My keyboard screams for help. My one key. Oh, you do not! Don't you dare stop me!
I knew that this was gonna be great, and I'm so happy I was right.
That's why I said let him. That's why
Alright.
told him-
I
that's
cannot
why I
put you-
told him.
Cutscene! Bye! So, are you ready? So you are ready for inspection? Yes, I am ready for inspection. Good. Everything appears in order. Wah! Yet know that naught is guaranteed in this world. Fate is a fickle mistress after all. At any rate, capable adventurers like you are few and far between, and I would not have you throw your life away. Everybody keeps telling me not to throw my life away. I'm not sure if it's like... I've had to bury too many comrades who've brushed aside cracks in their hauberks and dints in their helms. No matter what you face, do not disregard the importance of gear. Thank you, game, for telling me that gear is important. Oh, that's so ugly. No, that's so ugly. Look at this chat. Look. Oh my gosh, look at me. I'm so ugly. It's like this giant, fluffy, Stay Puffed marshmallow thing, and it just bothers me. It's so many levels. Look at that. Look at that. Ugh, I look like the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. Glamours. I want glamours back. Oh, the oath gauge. Okay, cool. Hang on. Let's fix my hotbars. And let's put this over here. Wherein? Let's do it. Let's do it. Wherein? Wherein has worked for an adventurer willing to exterminate the kobolins attacking wagons. Wherein? Let's get to it then, shall we? Ore wagons pass through this station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yards to the south must pass through a tunnel by Feska's watch, a tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating ideal conditions for a kobold nest. I feel really bad for this guy. He sounds really tired. So now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in a tunnel we dug, and we're practically delivering meals to their doorstep. Okay, I can see how that's a problem, yeah. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you will find a narrow fissure where kobolins hide. Use this silver ore cluster to lure out the creatures, then slay them. I'm gonna say, this seems like a really big waste of silver, and I would be bothered by this if I were actually living in this world. Cause silver, come on. Do you know how much silver goes for these days? Actually, I don't know how much silver goes for these days, but I am curious. All right, cool. So, I think that's the cave we're looking for. This is not the cave you're looking for.
Oh, recast arrow, and then again, throw a stone. Oh, for the car! I have defeated the clay golem! Oh.
I love how I undeafen and I immediately undeafen to Robin in combat.
I shall give a battle cry. Oh yes, hold on 1 minute.
Oh my god.
Now the masked man speaks. That golem could be vanquished.
Has everybody had a meal yet?
That man is no ordinary adventurer.
I'll take 10-piece chicken nuggets. I want a small fries. And can I get possibly a McFlurry if your ice cream's not broken yet? And I think I came back here with my coffee, but I didn't get it yet.
Oh, it's
a spidery looking thing.
Papa
It's a spider.
He's a little one.
There are spiders attacking
one,
me.
so...
There are spiders attacking me.
He has eluded us yet again.
It's simple.
Oh, fancy meeting
I hate the kobolds.
How are things?
Thanks, Robin.
How are things? Oh, I see the visions. I see them.
Why do you call her Ida? It's Ida. You know it's Ida. I've already corrected you twice.
And the Papa Limo. School is out forever.
Don't say that. You're gonna make me sad. Stop.
Robin, I like Twitch stream. I think it's
This
fun.
makes it many times today, Seven. Their movements are far beyond fathoming. I can't do an old man voice. Give me a moment. You think maybe?
Well done! It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of kobolins, but our wagons should be able to go unmolested for a time. Oh no! They're molesting the wagons! Disruption to ore shipments threaten not only the interests of Amagina and the sun's mineral concern, but of Ulda herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. If only we had more women like you to lend a hand. So, as you go through the storyline and as you go through like different quests and things like that, the completion sounds and music is actually going to change. And you can always tell when you're about to head for a new expansion because it'll change on you and you'll be like, oh, I've never heard that before. Ah, the altruistic adventurer. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumor has it that there is a vast, untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Sildith. But that is not all. Inconceivably. Inconceivable! I do not think that word means what you think it means. The concern appears to be entirely ignorant of its existence, and even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw, of all places, is moving to claim it. What's wrong with Stone's Throw? The fellow's name is Whiston, and he is a very, very ambitious young man. Not only does he intend to secure exclusive excavation rights, but they say his master plan is to use his new fortune to curry favor with the Sacrarium. Oh, God forbid we go where we include new enterprise and stop monopolies from happening. Of course, the thaumaturges only consider the opinions of the most wealthy when drafting the laws of Ul'dah. If you will have your voice heard, you must be prepared to pay a sultan's ransom. One voice which is invariably heard belongs to Lord Lolorito. Boo hiss. He has long lavished gil upon the thaumaturges, and some claim that he devises new laws with the express intention of ruining his competitors while protecting his own interests. Oh, gee! Sounds a little bit like some people we know in the U.S. Suffice it to say, if Whiston thinks he can compete with the likes of the Syndicate, he's in for a rude awakening. But that eventuality may be a little way off. For the present, he is moving ahead with his plans and assembling a team to survey the site. I am told he is at the Coffer and Coffin right now, recruiting able-bodied adventurers to escort his prospectors. Warren said you were looking for work. Mayhap you should meet Whiston and volunteer for his expedition? So basically what you want me to do is you want me to spy on this guy and then like stop him from succeeding. Is what you're saying. I don't know how I feel about this.
You ever think about those adventurers who fought to light signs? I do, and 5C seems like... I wonder what became of them. My voice is not going to survive.
I'm ignoring him now. Whiston, come to join? Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered, and the team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. Sure. There are these little children outside, little ones from Stone's Throw. I look after them when I have time to spare, and so they've taken to following me around, even when I tell them not to. But with overseeing this search for the vein, I barely have a chance to visit the privy at the moment, much less entertain younglings. Can you give them these ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me? Aw, that's sweet! I ain't going nowhere, missus. I'm too hungry to move, besides, so you'll have to carry me. I like Whiston. Why are we trying to, like, sabotage him? A cookie? Well, if Whiston really wants me to go home, then all right. But I want 2 next time. But Whiston always plays with us. Why won't he come out and play? Wow, a ginger cookie? I'd better save some for my brother. I know, I'll go home and eat it with him. These kids are adorable. What even? Whiston's kind to us. I like him. This is for me? I want to eat, but then again, I don't, because then it'd be gone. Tell Whiston thanks, and tell him I'm sorry for getting in the way. I like playing with Whiston. He makes sure nobody bullies us. Oh, why are we going against this guy? Whiston's worried about us? Oh, I don't want to make him worried. I'm a good girl, so I'll go home. I know, the game is really trying to make us like Whiston, which means that either we're gonna hate him, or, like, we're gonna hate ourselves for hurting him. Alright, let's go back and talk to him. Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stone's Throw is no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it, but no shortage of contempt from the great and the good. I remember thinking things could only get better, yet now, after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. They say with enough money you can change the laws here, so I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. I'll buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business. Then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're crying out for and pay them fairly. The mining companies have profited from our suffering for too long, but in their hubris they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. And we will take it, adventurer. We will reclaim our dignity, and with it our place within those walls. We found her! We found the vein! Whiston, you must come and see! Already? Amazing! We leave at once. You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. We're supposed to be sabotaging this dude? What? But this storyline is gonna hurt me, isn't it? This game is gonna hurt me. Okay. Like, I'm ready for my heart to be torn out and ripped into pieces. I'm calling it now. Alright, here we go. Oh, can I just drop? Cool. Oh, Spriggans. They're like bunnies, but they have bombs. They're bunnies with bombs. I love Spriggans, they're cute. Deadly, but cute. Oh, oops, I'm attacking the wrong thing. Oh well. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't like this look. I don't like the look of this. I don't like the look of this at all. I don't like the look of this. Something tells me this didn't end well for Whiston. Brass blade. Thal's balls, son! A vein of ore in the middle of a ruined, bloody city? God's damned idiot. What did you think was gonna happen? That you'd strike it rich and get cozy with the order while the masters of Ul'dah looked on? No one crosses the syndicate. The syndicate? Ha! Finally sunk in, has it? Now, look at this. Not all your friends have deserted yet, it seems. Lucky boy. Now you won't have to die alone. Oh? Oh! O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. Who's spouting that gibberish? Show yourself. Well, that's not good. This ain't part of the plan. Bloody hells, does Lord Lolorito mean to kill us too? Huh. Okay then. I'm gonna put my bracelet. Spider flight. You are strong, but are you strong enough to withstand this? Well, if I move out of the way, yes. No, no. Okay, that's bad. And we come back in. that the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. The masked guy is gone. I feel like we should worry. The masked guy is gone. Hey look! It's Thancred! Damn. Seems I've missed all the fun. I see you didn't need my help this time. Hey, jerkwad. Uh-oh. Headache? Why are we getting a headache? I feel like that's not good. What is this? I would compose a ballad in your honor, but I fear no words would do you justice. The songs of Ulda herself could not rival your beauty. Oh, he's a womanizer. Okay, that explains a lot. Oh, stop it! I have oft heard it said that a blossom's beauty can move a man to love and long, but I never truly believed it until I met you two desert roses. I heard they attacked another caravan. Aye, and business is suffering for it. Bloody Amaida, what stirred them up, you reckon? Another raid. Well, and I'll wager that the caravan was carrying crystals, much like the last. If they truly mean to summon a primal, we must act quickly. What's a primal? Are you coming, love? You wouldn't keep a girl waiting, would you? Perish the thought. So tell me, where in this marvel of a city might you two lovely ladies be staying? Womanizer. He's such a womanizer. Oh my gosh. Like, I hadn't believed that he was such a womanizer until I'm watching this. Like, I've heard enough about it, but... So this is the past, essentially. Yeah, we're basically like walking through the past. At this rate, grain will soon be more precious than gold. The result of uncommonly bad harvests, to be sure. And we have you to thank for them, do we not? Aye, this weakening of the etheric flow must surely be linked to Dalamud's descent. And of course, to the primals. A fine mess, but we must not lose hope. Louis Swa will know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. Okay, so this is before the moon fell, I think. Because he's talking about Louis Swa. So I think this is before the whole moon thing happened. What the heck is that? Oh my gosh, that mask face thing. What even? Truly a marvel of Charlayan ingenuity. It's as if I could reach out and touch the aether. Yeah, Lafayette, that's kind of what he is. He's a womanizer who gets his information from tossing a few sheets and listening to the gossip. That is Thancred to a T. Yeah. Time to focus. No more gallivanting about like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. Aww, he's like nervous for himself. Oh, that's so interesting. He doesn't want to let people down. I'm learning so much more about him that I haven't learned about before. I feel like I've been missing out because I haven't seen this storyline. So you meet different people from this group called the Scions throughout your time playing. And it depends on where you start, like who you get closest to. So like there's Yishtola, who is in Limsa. There's Ida and Papalimo, who are in Gridania, where Robin is. And then there's Thancred, who's here. And so depending on where you start, you'll get a different Scion story. And I guess this one's Thancred's. And like, I'm learning things about him that put him into context for later that I'm actually really enjoying. This disturbance is recent. The Sultan tree? Maybe Papashan will know something of it. And he goes running in his derpy little hero run. Yes. Moonbad killing a planet in Zelda. That is a plot. I think it's Majora's Mask, if I remember correctly. Like, that's the storyline there. Looks like they gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? It's me. I was too late. Our person of interest has already quit the scene. The general? Very well. I shall be there anon. Ooh, he's talking to somebody. My colleagues went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect etheric disturbances, but every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if it might not just be simpler to just follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Tread softly, my friend. Oh, really? My friend. You didn't even introduce yourself to us. Like, at this point, like, yes, we know his name because somebody else has mentioned who he is, but he hasn't introduced himself to us. I have a problem with that. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lolorito. I've heard the Blades mention him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you that this is not a man to be trifled with. The Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day, and I suspect they have the support of outside forces. Ooh, okay. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards would have surely slaughtered us all. I would speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me at the coffer and coffin later. Until then, stay safe. I shall accompany Whiston and his men. They need protection, and I need more information. Ah, but where are my manners? I've yet to properly introduce myself. Hey, I was just complaining about this. I am Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of Aether and Thanalan. It is an honor and privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when next we meet is under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. At least he hasn't tried to hit on us yet. Tread softly and carry a big stick. Yeah. Wait a moment. It occurs to me that we may have... Never mind. Fare thee well. I don't know what he's talking about. Actually, if anyone's carrying the big stick, it's Robin who's carrying the big stick. Robin has the big stick because he's a conjurer. Ayo.
Oh, take a look at my my hopper real quick. Hold on.
What am I taking a look at?
I'm gonna send it right now. Ready?
Sure.
Look at my HUD. I did some HUD editing.
You did some HUD-ing?
Yes. It's in my chat. I pinged you.
I see it.
I am the Stone Master.
Oh my god. I wish I could show y'all this, but I can't because I can't like change it on my screen, but I wish I could because this is actually really funny. He's basically what he's done is he's made his icon for Stone like 4 times larger than anything else on the screen.
Rise of the Stone Master.
Stone.
Here, if you are part of
if you're part of
trashy
Fertocord, you'll
Inferno
see it.
Cord, I shall throw it into media.
Alexa, cancel. Oops.
Rise.
Alexa,
of
cancel.
Stone.
My Alexa decided that it was gonna talk to me. Oh, that's a cool mount. It's just like giant Moogle. And they're gone. I was admiring your mount, lady. You didn't have to run away from me. Oh, bless you, my friend. You risked your life to save ours. Betrayed by my own guards. Gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Well, I wasn't gonna say anything, but yeah, you were. Lolorito owns the god's damned brass blades. I should have questioned their motives from the start. Even so, I could hardly have predicted that the wealthiest man in Ul'dah would want me dead for the heinous crime of seeking to change the law. I'm just a merchant, for God's sakes. That ruthless bastard. And what of that monstrosity? Those were his own men. It beggars belief. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I can stay in Ul'dah any longer, I'm good as dead. My associates, my friends, gods, even the children may not be safe if I don't disappear. And you, gods damn it, if Lolorito learns of your involvement, you'll be next. I'll speak with the others and make sure your part in this stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should seek the counsel of Mistress Momodi. She's helped countless adventurers in her time. Maybe she'll know what to do. Go quickly now, my friend. Lolorito's spies may be watching. Isn't this their excuse? I'm betting you this is their excuse to send me on my way to the other cities. How much do you want to bet, Robin?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. Like with the other city-states, it's like you're being sent as an envoy, but I think in this case, because of like the way Ul'dah works,
yeah,
I'm betting you that this is like okay, so while the heat dies down around you, go visit the other city-states. I'm betting you anything. Which means that we're heading to Gridania and Lim Salamanca very soon. I just have to do my job quest for level 10 before I do so. Because once I leave this area, it's going to take me a long time to actually come back. Because I gotta like do all the aetherites and everything else, so. I don't know. Have you managed to make your way anywhere else, Robin?
No, I'm still throwing stones at the people of Gridania.
How am I further ahead than you in the MSQ? Or have you been doing more job quests than I have? I'm
doing the job quests as I go.
Okay. I've been doing them as I go, in a sense. Not quite as much. Oh,
I'm just having fun with what I got. My stones, my large stones in my pocket.
I just love the fact that you're stuck with stone of all things. Oh, I should probably turn off my tank stance.
No, always have it on.
No, I don't need it on unless I'm like fighting things.
No, you never know when you're gonna fight. That's why I have stone just giant for like, you know.
Sure. I'm going to the gladiator field. That's what I'm going. Let's go be a gladiator. I love the fact that you're a gladiator, but there's no like actual like fighting like a gladiator.
Puffle, let me ask you a question before I answer yours, right? You go outside and you just look down. I bet you can find one.
First sword, Milla requires your immediate assistance with a dangerous matter. Ooh. Oh, and I get my shield too. You look well, Hesty.
Now,
I hope you're ready for your next task, because I require your immediate assistance.
I named my...
There have been several violent murders recently, the victims of which are all Huron men. Based on the multiple spear wounds found upon the bodies of the deceased, we believe that the Lancers are responsible for the crimes. Okay, Lancers come from Gridania, so they're mad at Gridania people. Not only are these murders a blight upon our city, I fear it is only a matter of time before one of our own is targeted. I have just received reports of foreign Lancers skulking about in Stone's Throw. Considering the circumstances, I find it likely that these are our culprits. We cannot abide any more murders. Go to Stone's Throw outside the gates of Nald and speak with any you find in the area. With luck, we may find these Lancers before they strike again. Okay, cool. So I gotta go attack Lancers. Hey Robin, I'm attacking your people.
That's fucked up, innit?
I'm attacking Lancers. I'm attacking your people.
These are not my people in this run, in this world.
In this world, they're not your people?
No, I am of one with nature, as they say.
You're one with nature. Puffle left me to go join your chat. I feel so loved.
That's a shame. All you're gonna see is just stones being thrown.
Hey, Dragon! How are you?
Dragon D's.
Dragon! Yay! Good to see you. I have
To
two
crush your
devices open.
enemies.
Oh. Don't kill me!
Wow.
Please! I'm not the one you want! Then who am I killing? Oh, I'm killing them. That makes sense.
I'm having so. Oh my god, what is that thing?
I'm just going
I don't know. We'll go to bed.
vibing, eating Cheez-Its, and relaxing. I love that. I love that dragon. I also like eating Cheez-Its. I haven't had Cheez-Its in a while, and now I want them.
Power. Yo, my green screen is getting fucked because it's getting dark.
I may have read gutless as outless, as literally gutless.
Hold on.
I was very confused and concerned. I love that.
Oh, this is terrible.
Thank you. Thank you. They appeared
Much
out of
better.
nowhere, asked me if I was Aldous at Spear Point. I said no, but they attacked me anyway. What did I do to deserve this? Ouch. Alright, so we have spoken with the gutless gladiator. He is still gutless. Alright. I guess I have to go back to Milla? Is that what I have to do? I have to go back to Milla?
Now you see. You see that slug? Do you see it?
Oh no.
First we shall drug it.
He's gonna say it. He's
For it
gonna
to
say
sleep.
it.
First we must knock it out. Then we stand here menacingly.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say something else. I thought you were gonna say slug Meddy's nuts, but
Then we stone it. For it doesn't deserve to live.
salt of the earth. So, funny story about the name Stone and somebody screaming Stone. When I was younger, I had a kid in my class. His name was Stone. And whenever the teacher got really frustrated with him, the
Fuck names
teacher
a
would
kid
just go,
Stone?
Stone! And like, it'd be really funny.
Who the fuck names their kid Stone?
I don't know. His last name was Cole, which doesn't help. I kid you not, his name was Stone
Jesus
Cold.
Christ. Stone Cold.
No, not cold. Cole. No D.
That's even worse.
So they were indeed the murderers we sought. But what brought Duskwhite freelancers all the way from the Black Shroud? And why were they murdering
Marjorie,
Huron men with swords?
Marjorie,
First sword.
where the heart is, the lavender beds.
What is it? Lancers, first sword, a gang of them hiding in the
Only
tunnels
dead
south
I
of Blackbrush
wanna be.
Station.
Oh,
Stone
God.
Cold sounds like a rock type gym leader. You're not
Oh,
wrong.
that's so funny. Marjorie, invite me to your house.
I'm gonna
La di da di da.
deafen really quick. Just go. Whoop. All right, cool. Humph, it seems we're not rid of them yet. Hesty, you might as well finish what you started. Go to Central Thanalan and dispatch the last of these freelancers. Bruce, accompany Hesty. See that she doesn't die. Thanks. Nice to know that there's like faith in me. Well, I can't keep the last from getting skewered, but I'll patch her up best I can. I feel like I don't know. There's either too much concern or there's a lack of concern and there is no in between. Hesty, defend Bruce. He knows powerful healing magics, but he cannot employ them unless you keep all of your enemies occupied. Make sure you command their full attention at all times. Aye, I'm counting on you to keep those bastards away from me. Watch me back and I'll watch yours. Cliff climber? That's amazing. You have your orders, gladiators. Send these freelancers to the 7th gate. Alright, I guess we're going this way. Whee! Alright, I need to find an aetherite. Oop, aetherite. Alright, so is it Central Thanalan? It's Central Thanalan. I'm gonna turn off my tank stance because I need to do that. The seventh gate. I think so. I think it's a culture thing. You know, I actually don't have an answer for you on that. I've never thought to question that, but I believe so, yes. The seventh gate is like a culture thing slash a name thing. Yeah, I'll go looking for an answer to that, because I'm now curious. My guess is that each of the different gates are named different things. And then as the gates... I don't know. Like, I know that there are cities in Europe where different gates are named different things and that they all have, like, numbers. And then based off of the gate that you're entering from. But it could be something along those lines. Let's go. Tank stance. Hey, face me. There we go. So you might hear me say things like tank stance. My class is known as tank, right? So if you're a tank, your job is to keep enmity or keep your enemies from attacking your friends. And so tank stance basically makes it so that like any action you do adds 10 times more enmity, so you take all of their attention. Which is what I'm doing right now. I have my tank stance on, and I have them attacking me. Ooh, and I haven't leveled up. Nice. Aggro, yeah. Tank stance is basically for aggro. You are absolutely correct. Hey, get back here. Thank you. Take my... Give me the aggro. I want the aggro. Give it to me. I love how his name is Bruce the Big. There's something like mildly amusing about that. There we go. Yay! We won the duty! Go us. Bruce the Big. Looks like we're done here. Let's roll, Misty. I could use a drink. Alright. So we're gonna teleport back. Whee! I love the animation for teleporting. Like you just like suddenly float off the ground and then it's like, poof. You're here. Oh, wait, hang on. That's not what I wanted. I keep getting lost. It's a problem. Alright, Puffle, I gotta ask, what do you think of the storyline so far? That's good. I'm glad you're loving it. Congratulations on a job well done, Hesty. Bruce says you've acquitted yourself well. You have shown tremendous growth since you joined us, and though it pains me to do this, you've earned the right. Hesty, I grant you leave to join other guilds. It's basically like if I want to, I can go do other things like crafting, or I can go and be a pugilist if I wanted to, or something along those lines. I'm not planning on it. I'm gonna pick up Warrior in Limsa when we get there. Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to stop streaming soon, so don't worry about it. You're not gonna miss much. But I'm actually planning on picking up Warrior and trying to play both tanks at the same time. But as you doubtless know, Ul'dah is home to both the Pugilists Guild and the Thaumaturges Guild. However, there are also guilds where you may learn something of more peaceful traditions. You may even join the guilds of other nations if that is your desire. Know that I will respect your decisions, whatever they may be, so long as you do not forget that you are, above all, a gladiator. Before you head off, I wanted to ask you, Bruce believes the freelancers were out for a bounty. What is your opinion on this, Hesty? They were tracking a man named Aldous. Aldous? Are you sure that's the name you heard? He's alive? But how? Somebody's in trouble. Let's pick up the leather jacket. Because I don't like this puffball look we got going for us right now. Yes, I know about classes, thank you. Hey! Alright, let's see what this shield ability looks like. No, I can't attack them. Okay, cool. I'll have to wait. Alright, I'm gonna go finish this last main quest, and then it's probably gonna be it for the night, because I've been streaming for about 3 hours now, which is pretty late for me, or pretty long for me. Add some tank to my tank. Heh. Love being a tank. It'll be great. Alright. Here we are. Hey, Momodi. Good to see you again. Are you here to roast me? Are we gonna roast? Is it time for the daily Hesty roast? Settle down, Hesty. You got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you were at the ruins. Well, that's good to hear. Whiston, on the other hand, is now a pariah. About as welcome around here as a rabid wolf, poor bugger. Suffice to say, that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lolorito, chairman of the East Aldenard Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Naldthal, and member of the Syndicate. Didn't get where he is by leaving loose ends, that's for sure. Which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hells, even if those blades knew it was coming, it's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. Don't let this color your view of Ul'dah, Hesty. It's true that there are some here who aren't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want, but most of us are decent folk just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people would call you a damned fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, Hesty, and for that, you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? I'll have the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room. My treat. Just have words with Atopa Patopa whenever you feel like staying. And when you've got your appetite for adventuring back, consider taking on a guild leave or two. We've got a lot of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. It'll be a good way for you to earn yourself some extra gil. Eustace can tell you a little bit more about how the system works, so go and speak with him if you're interested. I love how we just got told that this character is like sad, and then we go, "Yay! We won!" Like, what even? All right. So I'm gonna call it here for Final Fantasy XIV Part 1. This will be showing up in my VODs very, very soon, as in like tonight. I'm going to cut up this in different pieces and make a couple of like smaller chunks for anybody who wants to log out and return to the title screen. Cool. hang on. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna edit this really fast. Hang on, I'm fixing this really quickly. Audio input capture 2, mono, close. Okay, cool. So there we go. Yeah. I changed to a different screen and it didn't change my audio to go with me, so I was like, but anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna call it there for part 1 of Final Fantasy XIV. Next time I'm hoping to do a little bit more. We're gonna move on to Limsa Lomansa and Gridania. I think of all of the cities, my favorite one is probably Limsa. It's the most interestingly designed. It's got some of the most fun characters in my opinion. Though I do like Ul'dah. And yeah, my voice changed direction. So this originally it was like stereo, and for some reason when it's stereo it goes like through only one side. But I changed it to mono, so now it like hits both sides. Fixing things. It's actually something that I had to do for my other streams too, and I didn't realize, but my audio was only coming through the left side. So I'm fixing those. But anyways, I'm hoping to edit what was recorded today into smaller chunks, or like clip it into smaller chunks, so that way I can do like smaller like storyline videos that'll be a little bit easier for people to watch than like a 3-hour stream. But for the most part, every Sunday I'll be here around the same time, 3 p.m. streaming Final Fantasy XIV. And if you liked the content today, absolutely let me know. If you didn't like it, also let me know. Maybe I'll see if I can do something else. Music streams will be returning soon. I just haven't been able to set up my audio equipment the way that I need it to get set up because I've been really, really busy with my job. But they'll be coming back soon, and I'm hoping to put out new videos very, very quickly. My editor no longer does editing, which totally fair for them. Absolutely, I understand why. It just means that I'm doing everything myself now, which means that there's lots of more things that I have to do, and it's going to take longer. So I do have things in the pipeline. I just have no time to get them done. But I'm hopefully gonna get that fixed soon. Anyways, so I am going to go, but thank you so much for hanging out with me and joining me for this amazing, wonderful, fantastic game. And I hope you enjoyed even Robin's crazy stone conversations, because I genuinely think playing healer is going to be the death of him. I think it's going to be the death of him, and it's going to be really funny. Anyways, so it's been great talking with y'all. Great being around y'all. I can't wait to talk again and see you next week. Bye.